I'm Wulf-Man Dave. Got my homie over here.
Manny Kilmister.
Damn right. So, man, it feels like it's been forever, huh?
It has been forever.
It really has been rough.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. But you know what? We're here now. I have some interesting news about tonight.
Cool.
Specifically about Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You know what? I was supposed to go see them tonight, man.
Dude, what the fuck?
I decided Ixnay. I decided not to, man. I ate the ticket. I just said I ate shit, man.
Why? No,
Yeah.
dude, I would have gone. Dude. No, fuck it, dude. I missed them here. I wasn't willing to pay a scalper for like the face value, like 4 times the face value of a ticket. So.
You know, one of the reasons why I decided not to go that kind of for me was
a very good excuse. Dude.
I did see the playlist.
Yeah.
The set list.
What did you like? Did you like the set list that they played in El Paso? Was it decent?
It was decent, but I kind of felt like there was a little bit too much hardwired on there.
A lot.
It was a lot. It was like 5 or 6 songs, man.
It was too much for me.
It made up about a third of the set list, because I saw that there was like I don't know. They had plenty of songs. Don't get me wrong.
We should look at the set list because it was. I mean,
Yeah.
it was all right. I wouldn't pay.
Go for it, dude.
I wouldn't pay to see that set list.
Yeah, but exactly. And so
I would pay to see them, but not for that set list.
Exactly.
It was kind of like Lars's current drumming. It was weak.
I agree. No, I agree. I think a lot of it had to do with him being fucking weak and
yeah.
And
they could have done a better job. They could have done a better job.
They had to adjust the set according to that.
Yeah.
Now, and for me, I didn't want to, drive out 5 hours to another city,
right? Because
I couldn't find fucking tickets here.
Fuck yeah!
At a proper
fucked us over.
Exactly. Ticketmaster always they're
UTEP.
They're assholes.
UTEP.
There's guys who buy the tickets, and everybody knows, right?
Right.
You buy it for $120, $150, and you sell them for $400, $500, $600 plus.
Fuck you, scalpers.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then, unfortunately, that's what happened to me. So, anyways, I didn't find any here in El Paso, so I went, and I'm like, well, what if I go to Lubbock and check out Lubbock and see what the fuck they have,
I don't think scalpers got to Lubbock, Texas.
They did.
They're actually playing right now. As we're speaking.
I know, literally playing right now.
They're playing right now.
Right, they're playing fucking
Fuck you, Lars.
Sandman. But no, I know that's the end of the set list, but they probably are, man.
No, they're playing right now. They're playing. Dude,
playing.
I take it very personal. Like, they fucked us over. Okay, can I go over the set list?
Talk about it.
So they started.
Time. First of all, guys, if you don't want to listen to this, you can forward a little bit, a couple minutes, because we don't want to ruin if they're coming through your town. If you don't want to hear the set list, you can forward through. Anyways, go for it, dude.
So they start off with Hardwired, and then Atlas, Seek and Destroy,
okay,
Holier Than Thou.
Okay.
No, I like that Holier Than Thou, but I like it by Testament, though.
Oh, they did it?
Yeah, I like it by Testament.
Okay.
And then it's Unforgiven.
Boom.
I like Unforgiven.
I know.
Dead. It says Dead. I don't know what some I don't know what Dead. Probably from the new album.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Creep. I'm gonna say it's Creeping Dead.
Classic. That's a good one.
Fuck yeah. You gotta have Master of Puppet. Bells. It has to be For Whom the Bell Tolls. Ride the Lightning. Fuck yeah.
Creeping Death. Ride the Lightning también.
Yeah. Oh, they are, huh?
Yeah.
True. It says Halo, but I don't think they're talking about the video game.
No, I highly doubt it.
Motor. What is Motor?
Motor Breath.
Oh, Motor Breath. Fuck yeah. Okay. All right.
That would have been my only true favorite.
Dude, Fuel.
That one doesn't get enough love.
Fuel.
That one doesn't get enough love, I think.
Should it get love?
It should.
Should it?
It should now.
Should it?
It should now because of
Give me Fuel, give me back.
Saint Anger. It should now because of Saint Anger.
I wouldn't like that song. That's why I would have been in Lubbock right now, or I would have paid a scalper.
Simone. No, yeah, you're right.
Moth. That has to be from. Yeah. They're trying to come back. I'm gonna give them a B+ for effort because they're trying to come back with the thrash.
Well, you know what's
Moth in Flames. That has to be that one.
What's insane about the whole thing is Megadeth doesn't even fucking try. They're heavier every fucking album.
But Megadeth's been heavier since
the inception of
since
Megadeth.
day one. Yeah. So, and then it's one. One is their hit from And Justice for All. Like,
it is.
Like, let's.
It's for the kiddies. It's for the kids.
But it's a good song, dude. It's a good
song.
song.
When it gets heavy, because I really couldn't care much for the beginning when it gets all slow.
What about Mousetrap Puppets after that one? Going into Mousetrap Puppets. Dun, 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 dun,
yeah, alright, that's cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And then Blackened.
Now
we were just listening to Blackened earlier.
Yeah.
Blackened's fucking heavy.
Now that is a fucking badass song.
Dude, have you seen that girl on the internet play fucking Blackened, dude, the intro?
No,
she
man.
fucking
Yeah. Actually.
So I guess that's like the encore. It's Blackened, Nothing Else Matter, and then Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
They end with Enter Sandman. Perfect song to exit and get ahead of everyone to exit. Go, buy merch, take a piss,
get an Uber.
look at the last song. Enter Sandman. Perfect song to exit quietly, mysteriously.
Yeah.
Laters. I'm not even gonna say goodbye to any homies.
Yeah.
Laters, fuckers.
Yeah, no,
good show. It's a good set list. It's not great. It's good.
I would say,
but I wouldn't pay to like go and see them.
Yeah, I think based on the set list, like over again, especially compared to the previous set list from earlier this year.
Yeah. No, dude, I want to hear more Kilmister.
I would like to just hear them play Justice for All.
And Justice for All. Fuck yeah, in its entirety.
Yeah, in its entirety with
good
bass.
Luck.
With bass.
Fuck no, that's never gonna be achieved. That's like
with Trujillo.
That's like playing Bohemian Rhapsody in its entirety, like live. That never happened, and it's never gonna happen with like Metallica playing that shit.
Yeah, I know they won't fucking do that.
I hope they come back though, and like because the scalpers fucked us over. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I paid $207.50 to see fucking Slayer. Yeah. I love Slayer, dude. Yeah. So I'd rather see Slayer because fucking Slayer.
Albuquerque, no,
here.
Here, that's right.
At the same place, at Don Haskins. Floor.
It should be.
And I mean, for $207, I was gonna get. I wasn't gonna purchase a Metallica ticket. No. I wasn't for $207. No. The nosebleed was going for what, $314? No.
You know what? I think to just compare the two, you're looking at Metallica with Jim Brewer as the starter,
as the opening band.
Wow. Now, dude. For me, Jim Brewer, he used to be funny. You know what? And he was funny straight up just on fucking maybe Half Baked.
Yeah.
You know, but
I haven't seen this stand up.
It's all right, man. He does a lot of AC/DC shit because he thinks he sounds like Brian Johnson or whatever.
I would much rather have a supporting band.
I would love to have a fucking supporting band. Somebody, or maybe even Brewer and then a supporting band. You know,
who does that? Who brings comedians? I've never heard, because you know what, Metallica's a joke.
I think
that must be it. They're a joke. Why are they bringing a comedian? Okay, why not bring Jerry Seinfeld? I would have loved to have like a Jerry Seinfeld stand up and then Metallica. Are you kidding me? For $445?
Yeah,
dude, that's a steal.
Yeah.
I would love.
No shit, huh? If it was somebody like
if it was Jerry high caliber.
Yeah,
exactly. But not Jim Brewer, dude.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I mean, looking to comparison, let's say even with the ticket you got with Slayer, right?
Yeah.
I believe Amon Amarth is going to play. I think The Lamb of God is going to play there.
Cannibal Corpse.
Cannibal.
There's 4 supporting bands.
So you're looking at. I think this is a nice bill. This is a very fucking well-rounded bill with the type of bands that are playing, and you're paid. You know, the 2 bills or whatever you paid. I think it's still solid. I think that's still pretty fair.
Yeah.
And I think
it's fair because you have a variety. It's fair
because you're gonna get a variety.
I want to go to a concert. If I want to go see a comedian, like. I would go somewhere else.
Go to wherever the fucking... go to a comedy club, man.
Yeah.
I agree. But, you know, I think... Okay, I'm not gonna... I don't want to shit on them entirely too much because they're badass, I know.
They are badass.
They did give contribution. They did...
Absolutely. But like I was telling you earlier, Metallica is the Metallica of Metallica, and you know exactly what that means. Like,
yeah,
dude, I saw this kid.
Yeah.
People were taking pictures of like the on Thursday.
Yeah.
They played here on Thursday, the 28th, and I saw this one kid wearing his vest, and he had a battle jacket, which is a denim vest with the sleeves cut off.
Right.
And he had nothing but Metallica patches. Like, wow, dude, you're so fucking generic.
Yeah.
Like, you're such a joke, and you're one of those little motherfuckers that paid that scalper.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Sad.
Very sad.
I've gone very much people that, especially teeny boppers, and I've straight up told them, I said, you know that there are other bands.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know there are other bands besides Metallica?
Imagine the day they hear Megadeth.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
they're gonna fucking shit their pants. Yeah.
But they're gonna be like, but I can't stand his voice. I can't. I mean,
I'm not used to Dave Mustaine's voice. I'm only used to Enter Sandman.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of those things. I mean,
I only like Metallica because that's what the radio tells me to like. Because that's the only thrash band.
Yeah, that they're even getting close to play.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's funny because it's. I mean,
were there any scalpers at Slayer? Have you heard of anyone scalping Slayer tickets?
I don't think so. But because what they did is they ended up extending the tour.
The North American tour, and I'm glad. Are you going to be there? Are you going to go, David?
I'm going to try my best to go.
Don't pose.
I'm going to try.
Don't pose, man. Don't pose.
Dude, it's because I really want to see Amon Amarth, man. And I would love to see Amon Amarth at the Dun Haskins. That'd be... The idea...
on their farewell tour, dude. No, there's countries that aren't even getting Slayer.
I saw them.
And we are getting, like... We're lucky.
I did see them last year. One of the first shows that they did. In Austin.
Oh, okay.
I did see them it was Lamb of God, Anthrax.
I've seen them a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna pay that premium to see them. And like, I bought the floor ticket because it's fucking Slayer, dude. Yeah. Slayer's always gonna be heavier than Metallica. Fight me. Anyone that thinks otherwise.
But I mean,
it's all, you can't say like it's a whole nother genre.
No, because it's not. With that in itself, I believe it's true. I think they are heavier.
They've always been heavier.
They're definitely heavier, but I still think.
But they're not mainstream.
No.
And I like it that way.
But Injustice for All gives them a run for their money. It still gives them a run for their money.
Oh, for sure.
That album on its own, and possibly Kill 'Em All, possibly.
No, you mean Mustaine wrote them all?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Damn. Even Mustaine, they're lightning.
Yeah.
Half of it.
Yeah. He was like,
yeah,
just like. You know, but I could imagine why he was so pissed.
For sure.
That's why he was definitely fucking pissed. But I mean...
hey, Metallica, thanks for kicking out Dave Mustaine.
Overall, I mean, that's true, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we got all this other fucking badass fucking music.
Why is Megadeth... How come they're better than, like, Metallica, dude? Remember last time they came, they played for free.
Yeah, I think...
They're so generous. Like,
I think
I'm so grateful for them.
Yeah.
I love you, Dave Mustaine.
Me too, Dave. Tocayo. No, man.
He's badass, dude.
I think
he's real.
When you get guys who, especially Dave, he likes to put himself with people who
the fans
are passionate.
Yeah.
That play in the band.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, all the people that he had, Nick Benza, he had Chris Poland, he had all these fucking. He would get like practically jazz musicians to play with him or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
And they're playing metal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just upped everything, man. Everything just went out the fucking window. They're just playing, and who knows? Maybe he was on his heroin and he was just like
most of these
writing and
yeah. Some of these session players, like the drummer, was like a junkie, dude. He's all into heroin.
I think he was. Who was
they were pawning and selling like instruments.
Was it Menta?
Yeah,
it was right. And I mean that's the thing is
they're junkies, like, but. This is the thing with
territory.
This is the thing with Megadeth. They're like the Bill Belichick and Tom Brady of thrash. They could get any other musician. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they'll make any musician look. Oh shit! Like, yeah, this guy looks even like greater with our band. Like,
they bring in people.
Yeah,
I remember the drummer from.
They become great after they join Megadeth.
Oh, dude,
if they didn't have a name before, they're definitely gonna have a name. after joining Megadeth because it's been successful all along.
Especially the dude from Lamb of God when he played with them. I think he only played live. I think he just played live with them. I don't think he actually recorded an album with them. Well, he recorded an album with them, but I don't think he wrote the music for it.
Now I know who he is. He was from Lamb of God.
But he's badass. But they're fucking monstrous. But I think with Dave asked him. He's like, hey, who? Because I know he's like, I know you have your priority with Lamb of God.
Yeah.
Who do you recommend? Who do you think I could give a call to and maybe could replace you? And he's like, oh well, give a call. The guy from the drummer from Soilwork, he'll
got you.
He'll suit you, man.
Oh really?
And so Dave was like, all right. And so he fucking called him, and sure enough, peas in the pod, man.
Nice.
Peas in a fucking pod. And Dave's like all excited, saying that the next album's going to be the heaviest that they've ever done, possibly. And I'm like, fuck, well, I want to hear this shit, dude. Bring out a single.
Fuck yeah.
Because that's the one of the most anticipated albums, I think, in a lot of metalheads' eyes right now. But, and especially with me, I can't wait to see what that Megadeth album is going to sound like.
I can't wait to see him again here in El Paso. Without scalpers taking advantage of us.
Yeah. You know what? I've had to just leave to Albuquerque, man, lately. Yeah. I've had to go over to, especially when they were doing the Gigantour, remember?
Yeah.
I had to go, because that's where they had it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, they could go through Albuquerque, and they could hit El Paso,
but Albuquerque has a bigger venue.
They have an amphitheater.
Yeah,
outside, right? We don't have one of those, but so I mean, it makes sense, and in that sense, whatever. But they're always chingones, so I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. I think when they come up with a new album, they're going to have a badass tour, I think. And so we'll see. Another thing that I wanted to add that I think I'm super excited about, and if you guys have not heard, Catatonia seems to be back together. So that's pretty cool. It's one of my favorite bands. I think they're going to do select dates in Europe, I believe. And we'll see after that if... You know, they just finished...
How long was their hiatus? A few years?
A couple years, yeah. They were focusing on Bloodbath. They were doing their, old school Swedish death metal. I got to see them twice at 70K, the cruise.
Right.
And so I saw them all the time. They were just hanging out at the fucking English pub, just outside, or the Irish pub, just outside, just chilling. And so I know somebody had asked them before they even went on the tour on 70K, hey, what's going to happen?
So they're back together.
Well, yeah, I believe it was just they're taking a break. I think they were just focusing on Bloodbath, and they got that out of their system, possibly.
Yeah.
And now they're doing Catatonia again. If they're in the studio, who knows? But I don't care as long as they're continuing on.
As long as they're back together.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. They just took a little baby break, and they're okay.
Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah, man. Because
all the bullshit, all the touring.
I understand. Yeah, exactly. So, it's one of those things where I think we were, earlier today, we were talking about an infamous pisser.
What do you mean? He pissed a lot of people off?
Yeah. No, not quite. I think
he pissed off their dads.
Yeah.
The girls' dads.
I'm pretty sure he pissed them off.
Definitely pissed them off.
He pissed them off. Without a fucking doubt. But none other than fucking R. Kelly was in the news.
The pisser.
Dude,
what is it with these musicians or artists that are doing these acts?
Well, first of all, my question is, why is it that there's a lot of people
they still support them
with money? No, well, let's say money. Okay? And they're into some weird shit, man.
Seriously.
They're into some weird shit, man.
Yeah.
You look at people who
they're into
wealthy,
midget porn.
or they're just like... they're the ones that are getting kicked in the balls and shit.
Yeah,
and enjoying that and just getting off on that. But that's
some weird fetishes.
Weird to me. But to me, what surprised me is that some lady paid his bonds. It's $100K, dude.
Oh,
that's a lot of money.
That's a shit ton of money.
That's a lot of money just to get this fucker out.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna fuck him up in prison. That's why. Oh, yeah. That's why. He has a target. Yeah, he's targeted. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah. For fucking sure. Like, I mean, it's for his best interest to get bailed out. Otherwise, he's gonna get fucked.
I believe so. I think you're right. I think it is.
And they charged him with. They didn't charge him with anything. Like in 2008, I believe. Like he was found not guilty of whatever he did. He was pissing on he was giving girls golden showers, right?
Right.
That's disgusting.
I remember Dave Chappelle touched upon it when he was doing the Chappelle show.
Did he?
You know? And it's like... it was one of those things where I guess people in the industry heard about it, you know? They knew about things, but they didn't really... Like, they didn't have 100%, you know?
would go,
They didn't have, like evidence or anything.
Yeah, they weren't certain about it, but they heard rumors.
Right. I thought that was pretty fucking interesting. I don't know.
He did make, like, a skit about it.
Yeah. He had...
It's funny.
I don't know. But another thing is that I know we're talking about Post Malone. I thought that was interesting too. But that again, we can kind of continue that with roll it up with what we're talking about with Metallica, right? So, was it Megadeth?
Megadeth. I mean, yeah,
because we're talking about like pop music and shit like that.
This guy's like, would he be considered like pop rap?
Honestly,
what is it? It's popular rap. Is it hip hop?
I'll be quite honest with you. I feel like everything now that's on the radio, especially the not non-rock radio stations, I think it's all pop. Doesn't matter anymore.
Who would play this? Who would play this guy? Who would play him? Like what type of hip hop?
Yeah, hip hop stations. I mean, because I'm not even sure if.
How is this guy
qualified?
Right. How is this guy famous though? Like, why? Because of that Rockstar song? I'm not. Fill me in because I'm very uneducated.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even fucking know. I feel like this motherfucker just appeared out of nowhere, dude. All of a sudden, he was just hitting, dude. He was just fucking hitting. And the one thing I remember...
Is it his flows, his beats, his spits?
The only thing I like about him is that
his facial tattoos.
He's like...
What is it about him?
He's like a dork.
Yeah.
So I know he's like a geek.
He looks like one. I mean?
Yeah, he's like a geek. He's like a dork.
But he's rubbing elbows with Metallica now.
Yeah, he's a. I do believe that he's a metalhead, like a rocker. You know what I mean? I do.
No. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. He doesn't look like one.
I think he is, man. I think he is, dude. Like at heart.
Do you think he would know who Chuck Billy is? Fuck no.
Probably not.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Nah, not even. He likes Metallica because we go back to that point. Metallica is the Metallica of Metallica. That's right. That's why he knows them.
Yeah.
That's why he knows them. He wouldn't know shit about Testament, dude.
Probably not.
But maybe, but you know what? Maybe he's a bigger metalhead than we are, for all we know.
And for all we fucking know.
Yeah. You never know.
You know what? It takes, I can tell you this, it does take a lot to try to create music that's outside of your preference and what you're used to doing. You know, you got to be very secure, very brave to do that shit. I don't know if I could do that. To
change genres, because I heard this guy had a band. So what made him go into like hip hop now? So he never. So you're telling me he never stayed true to himself? Like he used to be in a rock band, but now he's like spitting rhymes and flows. So he sold out. So he was never really into metal or rock.
He could be an identity crisis, man. He could not even know what the fuck he's doing. And
I knew what the fuck I was like. I wanted to be in 7th grade. I know my identity. Like I was gonna be a metalhead. Yeah. I knew it. You knew it.
Yeah.
And I knew you knew it because you know most of the bands I listen to. You listen to like.
Yeah. It's interesting to me in that it's almost like when you hear people talking about it when they're older, that was just a phase and
bullshit.
You're actually still listening to it. Like, you're still listening to that shit? It was just a phase.
No. Like we were talking, like we were talking earlier. Like, and I told you, I don't believe you ever drank that new metal Kool-Aid. No, it doesn't look like you did. That you're dressing like that. Mm-hmm. That you like those bands. Yeah, you might have liked a song or two, maybe an album.
Yeah.
But your bands, like most of the bands you listen to, are not new metal.
Right.
Because they're not. You never drank that Kool-Aid. I never did.
Right.
I never did.
Yeah, I remember when a lot of certain bands were coming out, and I wanted to check it out just to see what the fuck it was all about. And then right away you'd cringe and just go back. You know,
it had an infusion of hip hop. Yeah. It has an infusion. It has an infusion.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I kind of feel like it wasn't done the right way. Now, for example, personally, a lot of people may not like it or whatever, but I thought Anthrax, when they did Public Enemy, I thought that was done in the proper way.
Break the noise.
Yeah. And it was a fucking heavy ass song too.
Fuck, I think they did it the right way, and they didn't do it like most rappers do. They would have gone with like, what's a band who did that song? It was Anthrax and who else?
Public Enemy.
So it wasn't Public Enemy featuring Anthrax. It was just like, oh, it's Anthrax with Public Enemy, and they merged it and they made it. I like that song.
I think it was a smart move.
But it was just that one song.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I think they did more, I think.
Did they?
I think so. But I think
But Anthrax didn't keep that, like, they didn't incorporate hip-hop or...
No. But it's because, they were all into that shit, man. They were all into just different... Because they're from New York. Or, they're from East Coasters, dude. They're just, like, into different kinds of fucking music, man. They weren't pigeonholed into just one thing. They were used to listening to everything. And I think that's what benefited them, Because when you listen to Anthrax, they're not very... they're not very serious about anything.
You're right.
You know what I mean? They like to joke around. Yeah. I mean, come on, I'm the man. I mean, come on, dude.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a fucking amazing song, by the way. But it's so silly, dude. But it's still a fucking cool, catchy song. Right?
Yeah.
And then they did what? Stormtroopers of Death.
Yeah. You know what I love? You know what I love about Anthrax, and I've told my friends this. They incorporated really good the backing vocals. That's something that when it comes to like the big four of thrash, they're the only ones that incorporate like the backing vocals.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe that's just me.
You know what? It's true, huh?
Yeah.
Because they do almost like sing along backing vocals, or everybody.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true. I never really thought about it like that, man.
Slayer doesn't do that, or Metallica doesn't do that, or Megadeth.
No, they don't do that.
That's
true. I never really thought about that.
It's someone distinct.
Yeah.
I kind of dig that.
Yeah. No. Fuck yeah. That just. And of course...
but they were ahead of their time, David, if you think about it, in that aspect, dude.
A lot of people, I don't know why they can't get into them, and it could be, maybe, it could be an acquired taste.
Do you think this Malone guy likes Anthrax?
I think so. I think so? Yeah, I think so. We'll have to ask him.
We hope so.
One thing I can tell you, though, and this is
I don't want to be ranking on the guy. Like, I don't even know.
I know, right?
I'm telling you, he's probably like a real metalhead, and we're just talking shit.
The one thing I can tell you about him that I kind of feel a little disappointed is I don't like his fucking beard. It sucks.
Oh, dude, it's kind of patchy.
Yeah. It's...
How old is he?
Fuck him, I know, man. Maybe he's mid to late 20s.
Okay, so when I was in my mid-20s, I had a very patchy beard. I had a Kimball Slice beard. Do you remember Kimball Slice?
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, dude. So my beard was like very weak. It was just like this for my cheeks, and then a little bit here, the bottom of my cheeks, but
fucking Post Malone, dude, his fucking beard, I'm telling you, it's like you said, like a baldy pussy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even, it's like, it's so curly, you know what I mean? It's just...
I was asking you earlier, like right now, like how old is he? Because when I was younger, dude, I tried growing one, and it wasn't coming in. Like it naturally came in as I aged. But I mean, I've seen a few beards like Keanu Reeves. Like, no, dude, no, don't grow that. That's like a very patchy beard. I do have a few patches, like here and here, but those are gonna grow in like eventually. But it's just, I don't know, dude. I've never gone this long without shaving.
Yeah.
And you have to have goals, like, okay, maybe a 3-month goal, maybe a 6 month. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can have a year. Like, what is a year? A year without shaving your beard.
Right, a year.
Yeah, so I'm kind of aiming for like a 6-month beard, because sometimes I'm telling you I have bad days, I have good days.
I can tell you for sure.
Yeah.
That as a person gets older, as a male gets older, the better that your beard will fill in, right?
Oh, for sure.
It's better. Like, you've already noticed that anyways.
Yeah.
I have over a year.
I can tell.
But mine grows fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mine does grow faster. For whatever reason, mine grows faster.
I know why. Because you have your... I mean, I've researched a lot into this. Like, I put a lot of effort into, like, looking up into this. Mm-hmm. So your cheek hair has already been, like, what's called, like, terminal hair.
Yeah.
Which it's already grown its length, and after you've reached your full length, the follicle will fall off, and then like another hair will come out.
Start coming out.
So yeah, it'll start coming out. So that's how it works. So I'm trying to grow this out, which is my cheek.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna eventually get there.
Yeah.
But apparently, like this side, this part of the beard, which is under your your chin, that's not terminal.
Right. Oh, okay.
That keeps growing and growing. Your mustache stops growing at around 3 inches, I believe. Really? But I'm trying to grow. Look at that, dude. That you. Okay, for those of you that haven't seen Wulf-Man Dave, he has a pretty sick beard. Like it's a year. You're just notifying me right now that it's a year. Yeah. And you can tell because it's a beard. It looks like a beard because it is a beard. You grew out your whiskers, your mustache, like all the parts of the what makes a beard, like your sideburns and like underneath your chin, like all those hairs are like a beard now. Yeah. It takes a while.
You'll notice.
You have a lot of patience for that.
Fuck yeah,
dude. A lot.
Dude, you remember I had a fucked up dream the other day.
Did you?
I had it hurt, man.
A dream or a nightmare?
Oh, okay, it was a nightmare. It was fucked up. I can tell you this
happened?
Without a fucking doubt.
Tell me.
I woke up like scared. I dreamt, apparently I was drinking in my dream, and I fell asleep in my dream.
Yeah.
And when I woke up in the dream,
yeah,
I saw all this hair on the floor next to my bed.
The fuck?
Yeah, and I was like,
were you freaking out?
Yes. Well, in the dream, I was like, what is this? And I started touching my face. I started touching my beard, and I was like, oh my god, is this how it feels?
Yeah.
How it usually feels. And I go to the restroom, and I have like the clippers are there, there's scissors and shit, and I look in the mirror, and like half my face is like buzzed off from the clippers, and like I have like longer hair and shorter hair.
That's your subconscious telling you that you kind of want to shave already. Are you tired? Do you want? Okay, maybe this represents that, or maybe it means that you want it's change.
No,
could that be?
No.
It must have meant something.
It's what it could be. I want to go because I want to go to another professional because I went in December. Yeah, early December.
Right.
So they can cut my hair, my beard.
So you can trim it?
Yeah, they did a good job. So I've been wanting to do it, but I'm like, I think I'm just going to wait to go with them. Yeah. So who knows? Naturally, that's what it could be. Because I need to go again, so they can just kind of like get a little bit of the end.
So they can trim it.
Yeah, they do a really good job at.
I'm going to have to go there soon.
I'll tell you who it is, but it's over there by off my one side of West Side. Okay. But they do a really good job. They take care of you. And I think maybe it could be that. Who knows? Yeah. But it's cool because, they kind of...
But you're tripping that in your nightmare? Like, someone fucked up your beard.
Dude.
Nasty.
It was...
Like, to the point that you had to shave and start all over.
Yeah, it was terrifying. Because... Trasquilado, it was...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh, dude, they used those cheap fucking clippers that went too far or too deep in.
No,
that must have been like in your night. Oh, you did it.
I'm the one who did it.
So you're the one that butchered your own beard.
Exactly, in the dream.
Dude, how dare you?
I know, I was probably drunk. That's what I'm saying.
The first rule of like growing a beard is not like touching like scissors or your clippers.
Set it and
forget it. Like Rampo Peel would say. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna see how long I do last. I have
You're past the itchy phase, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Then don't worry about it anymore.
No, but I'm already at that. I'm already at the awkward phase where it's like I have a patch here and maybe here it's gonna fill in. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling you, it's like this is my second month growing out my beard, and I've never gone that long without like shaving.
Once we get into May, summer.
Yeah. Okay, you know what I've heard? That for some reason, like your beard grows faster in the summer. For whatever reason, that like your facial hair grows at a faster rate. Yeah. And I've also heard that it's like a natural like sun repellent or whatever. Like
it is. It really is.
It's like a UV40 or something, some shit like that.
Natural, man.
I've heard that it keeps your skin like nice and like it prevents like the ultraviolet light hitting your skin.
It is, and
making you appear younger once you you
shave it. Decide to shave it off.
Yeah.
Now the thing too is it's to me personally it's a myth. Oh, aren't you hotter because of the beard? No, I'm not hotter. I don't feel any hotter.
Do girls think you look hotter? I've heard that like women like guys that have like facial hair because testosterone, homie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that. Could be. I also shaved my head. Yeah. And there were studies that they found studies of supposedly, ladies, I'm not saying it's true, that there are some women that find men who are bald more masculine, and therefore they find them more attractive. So they showed pictures of The Rock, they showed pictures of Jason Statham, and they showed all these pictures of different people, whatever. And I'm like,
and bitches get moist.
Apparently so. So I was like,
they do.
Double trouble for me, I guess. I don't know.
Seriously.
But
but facial hair does bring attention. Like either your homies or males are gonna be like, "Hey, dude, nice beard," or either girls are gonna be like, "Oh, okay, that looks nice. You look different." Yeah. Or that looks nasty. That looks like you're not taking. That looks okay. The thing that I would think that people would think when I do grow out my beard is like, "Oh, you look like you're homeless or like dirty," which is not the case because you're not keeping it. Like I'm not keeping it very like clean and like tight.
See, the thing is that if you're just taking care of it, it's noticeable. Yeah. If you're brushing it, you're combing it, if you're keeping it, you're doing everything, shampooing, oil, whatever it is that we've been talking about earlier. Right. It's noticeable. You know what I mean? Even with me, like,
dude, I want a Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. Yeah. That's a nice. He has a lot of length. Yeah. And that's like I was telling you earlier, he may like I think that's like a beard that's like 2 year like length. Mm-mm. Your beard would grow long if you wouldn't trim it. It would grow long, dude. Like from here.
His is a lot longer than 2 years.
Really?
They're like what 5 to 10 years.
Him and Dusty Hill.
5 to 10 years. Man.
Are you serious?
Oh fuck yeah! Their beards are long, dude.
Dude, you know why? Because of the cheek hair. It's matured. It's become like terminal. Yeah. They've grown this out. They've grown the soul patch out. They look old as hell since the 70s, and they're young. You know, they're younger, dude. Billy Gibbons is younger than Lemmy. Yeah, and he looked. Yeah, a beard ages you, David. You appear older than you are.
That's true.
But once you shave, I hope you don't shave off your beard, your skin's gonna be like nice.
Yeah. Smooth as a baby's butt.
As a baby's butt, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That could be true.
But I mean, like facial hair does give you that masculine look. Mm. Like, look at what's his name from Slayer? Kerry King, dude. He even braids his beard. Braids it like Scotty Ian, way. He braids it, dude.
I love Scotty Ian. I love his like raccoon tail. You know?
Is that what it's called?
That's what I call it.
It looks sick.
I love it.
Dude, that's a few years right there. Yeah. Kerry King as well.
Oh, man, yeah. They take care of their shit. No, but I like theirs. But I think overall, you know, when you see a lot of people in metal, sometimes it just seems to be that there's like people with long hair, you know, like you. Yeah. Or people with me with no hair at all. Mm-hmm. Shaved.
There's no in-betweens.
It kind of feels like there's no in-betweens with beards también. I think with beards, you know, like you know, like there's people with beards, or people with like no beards.
True,
you know.
I think you're right.
And it seems to be, man, unless they're in the process of growing it.
Yeah, what is it with facial hair? What is it like? Why is it? I mean, like it's like presidents. You never see a president with facial hair.
No, you won't ever. You won't even see it with like 5 o'clock shadow. Like you won't not fucking see.
You're right, huh?
But I mean, I think it's the same thing of freedom, dude, of doing whatever the fuck you want to do. Because you know how there's a lot of, I'm not going to say women, I'm going to say significant others, man, that will tell you, hey, man, get rid of the beard or shave it off or whatever. Yeah. And that's not okay. That's not okay at all because you're trying to be who you are and this other person is not letting you be who you are. That's not okay.
What about you, David? All these years that I've known you, you've had a beard. Mm-hmm. What's been like what do people tell you? Like people that don't know you, like do they give you? Is it more compliments? Do they discourage you? Like no, shave it off. Do they encourage you or discourage you?
It's more encouragement. I've heard more encouragement, especially with people who are very close to me, and they just tell me, you know what, keep growing. It's your identity. It's who you are.
I've seen you with a short beard.
Yeah.
The very first time before I even like became friends with you, like you had like some sort of, it looked like goggles, but they're shades. You had a Death t-shirt and a very short, like kept up beard.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like I never, like you're Jonah's friend.
Yeah.
But I never knew like, oh, eventually I was gonna meet this like dude and he's gonna become my homie.
Yeah.
But yeah, like your beard wasn't growing, dude. It wasn't scruffy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you didn't have it like you do right now.
Right. Yeah.
Which looks better right now, actually, dude. Like I was like, oh, this fool has a beard and shit.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things where I just didn't care anymore. And to me, I feel like there are some things that men should be proud about, right?
Yeah.
There's some things that you should take advantage of if you're a man. Like wear a suit when you can.
That a beard is actually like a second characteristic of being a man. What's the first one? Having a cock?
There he is.
So it's like, yeah, dude. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, not a lot of dudes can grow a beard.
It's true.
Let's just establish that fact right now.
That's true.
And then the ones that do, it's like, it looks scruffy. Yeah. I have a homie that, dude, he's fucking hairy as fuck. And he can grow a thick beard, yet he chooses not to. How dare you? How dare that's thick beard, thick, he has a 10 o'clock shadow, and like in the morning, not even a 5 o'clock, a 10 o'clock, like
shaves it and it's already
what like a thick beard, and it's those dudes that don't grow it out because they don't want to deal with it because they have to be shaving at least once a day, twice a day maybe. Hairy motherfucker.
Damn, man.
Yeah. Dude, I'm
that's
growing.
A slap in the face to those who can.
Seriously, there's a lot of dudes that can pull off like a soul patch. You know, whiskers on top.
Not even that, man.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna see where the mustache goes. I need to grow it out because I don't want to be an Amish shaving it off with a beard, dude. I know you loathe that. You don't despise that. You loathe it.
I hate that. Oh, I hate that with a passion. The thing is that I kind of feel like I was discriminated against several times.
Really?
You know, one of the first times was at my workplace.
How dare they?
I work for a school.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say where, but I work for a school.
Throw him under the bus.
No, it wasn't them. It was a parent.
Oh.
So I was there, and everybody. If you guys are teachers, you guys are given your assigned duties in the school, lunch duty, after school, different places in the hallway. They give people like 15 minutes. This is where you should be for 15 minutes, and do everything else you want to do.
Right.
And so for me, one of them was in the morning to kind of direct traffic and kind of in the parking lot, make sure nothing crazy happens, make sure the kids cross. And I went about my day. I was going to request some days off for...
probably go see like a concert.
Yeah, it was bad. It was. But I don't know who it was. But
right.
I remember. It was a while back.
But you dipped somewhere.
But for sure, I was like, I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna go on a little road trip.
Yeah.
Told the boss, I'm like, hey man, can you approve this? And so he's like, oh, of course. I'll Mr. Wolf, I'll go ahead and approve your days off. And he's like, by the way, there is a parent who is concerned about your look.
Concerned?
Uh-huh.
Concerned.
Emailed him. Said that she was not sure of the proper, the way they do security and background checks and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they're like, this guy looks like he was in a terrorist group.
Oh, really? Because of your facial hair?
Right. And because I'm dark skinned and whatnot.
That's messed up.
And so I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What are you
implying?
Yeah, what are you trying to tell me? And then he goes and tells me, it's okay. It's like, if it's because of your religion that you grow your beard, you can tell me.
So he was trying to imply that you're a Muslim or
something like that, exactly. And I'm like, you know what?
I would have taken offense.
I was Yeah. I was shaking. I was pissed, dude. And I told him, you know what, man? It's not because of my religion. I just like to grow my beard.
Yeah. And, dude, those fuckers are like, they're walking on eggshells. They have to be like super cautious. Like, is this like a religious thing that you're doing? Yeah. They're walking on eggshells themselves, probably. Yeah. I'm not excusing them, but that's fucked up to ask you, like, why are you growing it out? Like, what the fuck? It's none of your fucking business.
Yeah, and I straight up told him, because he asked me, do you want to shave it? And I said, I am not going to shave it.
Nor should you.
I told him, absolutely not. I told him, I'm not ever going to shave it. And I told him, not because...
deal with it. I'm not going to shave it.
And I told him, and actually one of the other coworkers are like, that's who you are, man.
Could you get fired for that? For not shaving?
If it looks like a fucking nest and all crazy and ugly, yeah, of course. But
like you're not maintaining your beard?
Right, but I mean... Like every self-respecting person, of course you're gonna take care of that shit. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of it. You take care of your, you take care of yourself, and you gotta look good and make it look okay. Of course I'm gonna take care of it. You know what I mean? So these guys had no clue. They had no idea of. They
want you to be super groomed.
Yeah. Well.
Fuck them.
Within
that's the establishment.
Within reason, I am. Actually, it's actually pretty neat. So I don't know why, but anyways. That was a while back, and that was one of the very few instances where it was a lot of negativity was coming about it, and I just kind of feel like, in one way or another, maybe it could have been, for the good. Because I started seeing other people.
But why is facial hair? Why is facial hair like frowned upon? Why? Like, are people not used to like seeing men with testosterone, like with facial hair? Like, why?
I've
like, what bothers?
I've been to places like Walmart, dude, right? Or just somewhere in the supermarket somewhere. Yeah. And I've gotten people like looking at me, and I've gotten just the two, right? It's the women. Oh, they smile at you and like, go ahead, like you can cross first, you try to be polite, let them go first, and they're nice. And then there's other ones where they just scowl at you. Really? And they're just like looking, it's like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Or like,
no way.
Who's this fucking Muslim looking motherfucker? Like, who's this guy? All of a sudden, it's just like, you can see the fucking.
You can sense
hatred. It. Yeah, dude. It's gross. Like, you can sense it, man. Hey, come on,
man. That's horrible.
Us, typically, when we're talking about different metalheads and whatnot, the majority, and I'm talking about like the vast majority of metalheads, and there's a few idiots there. But the vast majority of metalheads just typically seem to be intelligent beings.
And by metalheads, we're talking about like metalheads, and we have to give you guys like an acknowledgement. If you guys are listening to us in Canada, in Brazil,
Belgium,
Russia, Australia.
That's right.
No, we have to. Let's acknowledge our listeners wherever you guys are listening to us,
and whoever listens to us.
Thanks for listening to us. Thanks for listening to our bullshit. Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Whoever was listening to us, and Palau, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I am so sorry if I didn't pronounce it correctly. But Palau, if you guys are listening to, thank you so much for listening.
Yeah, thanks guys. Badass. Thank you, David. If there's one or two homies locally in El Paso, Texas that are listening to us, this will be worth it because this is something that I love doing. Yeah. This is only my third show, but I love it, dude. Thanks for having me on because like there's people that want to listen to metal and we're discussing metal topics and I hope they're listening to us. And if you're listening to David, Wulf-Man, and myself, cheers, guys.
Fuck yeah, cheers, guys. And that's one of the coolest things I think that podcasting can bring is that open platform of just talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. But I think the most important part is one of the messages, and I think mission statements, I guess, of the metal podcast is spreading metal and just
across the world,
and not necessarily always like. Because I'm not looking down on anybody. It's the opposite. It's I'm with you. I'm side by side. I'm your brother in arms. I'm next to you.
What did Bruce Dickinson say? What did Bruce Dickinson say on Brave New World on that song? We're blood brothers. Doesn't matter from where you're from. Exactly. We're all metalheads. Yeah. But at the end of the day, We're blood brothers.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
We're blood brothers.
Yeah.
We're blood brothers, David.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're from Australia, from Canada, from Belgium, from Mexico, from Alaska, from Russia.
Man. Yeah.
Wherever you're hearing, Sweden, wherever you're hearing us, we're blood brothers, and you're here for a reason because you're a metalhead just like us. Shout out to you guys.
Fuck yeah, man. I think that's one of the coolest things too, man. It's exciting to see, like, you know, who's, you know, where we're getting across and who's actually checking us out.
That's
and
amazing.
I love that.
We're doing it for you guys because we love you guys.
There's other times for me, like, there's stuff that I think I want to get out, man. I want people to listen to. I want people to listen to music because for so many years when I was younger, I had that thing in my head. I don't want nobody to fucking listen to anything that I'm
my band.
To.
My band mentality. It's my band. Like you want to keep it like you don't want anyone else to hear that very special band.
Exactly. And I was like, I can't do that anymore, man.
No,
I'm too old for that shit.
No. That's very selfish.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very selfish. Like, it's my band.
Yeah.
No, it's not your band. Did you write any of the lyrics?
You're right.
Did you do any of the the riffs, like any of the galloping riffs? Yeah. No, it's not your band. But this band should definitely be recommended for someone to have an ear to listen to that, to be like, okay, I dig that. Yeah. He was right. It's not your band. It's my band now, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I know. And that's the thing. Is that I need to. Now I feel like the need that I just want to just talk about that.
We need to expose them. Yeah. We need to expose what we like.
Guys, listen to this. Listen to that.
Fuck yeah. This is a podcast. This is not a radio station where we're going to play garbage music. No, we're going to tell you we like this. You might like this too.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a listen.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, you know what? The following week, I will come up with other new batch. Right. Because I will guarantee you that I will recommend something that you will fucking like. There's just something for everybody, and I know that.
Yes. So you guys that are listening to my voice right now, this guy, David, he knows what the fuck he's talking about. He's recommended bands to me that I'm like, holy fuck, dude. You're into, like, not the one-hit wonders that the radio plays, but you're into, like, the most deep, obscured songs that are never going to get any radio airplay. Mm-hmm. Like, David is, he would be like an older brother that I would have. He's the older brother that I never had that was into, like, the heavier bands that's recommending me, like, good bands, that one of them is gonna stick. It was like, wow, dude, no shit. Like, fuck yeah, like, you're right all along.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You know, so dude. So, I mean, even before I was in the podcast, I would listen to the recommendations, and then I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, like I can see myself, like, getting into this band.
But even then, before even that, we hang out.
Yeah.
We have a lot of in-depth conversations, and we just talk about fucking music.
For sure.
We talk about my boys, our boys, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, absolutely, dude. We talk about, fuck yeah.
We talk about everything.
That's one of the reasons why we clicked, because of metal. And then later on, like, you would post shit about, like, Cowboys. I'm like, so he's a Dallas Cowboys fan too. All right, like, so we're gonna have a bromance now. Yeah. It's not up to you, David. Now we're gonna have a bromance.
It's all
this food, like Fabian too. Yeah. That fucker's another diehard Cowboys fan.
Yeah, our other boy. Fabian.
Hey, shout out to Fabian for giving us that intro, dude.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks, Fabian. Dude, that's the jam, man.
Chingon, man.
Chingon,
yeah, it was
hey, thanks, homie.
Yeah, I can't wait to have him, and hopefully the next podcast, because I know.
Fuck yeah.
The way things are planned for this one. It was so weird. Everything just didn't plan out the way we wanted it to be. So, excuse me. Hopefully for next one he'll come on board.
I want to have a podcast with Fabian, dude. Like he'd be like an interesting dynamic that would. I know it's gonna work. Yeah. Like I was telling you earlier. Yeah, I've known him for like a longer time, but you're more like of his homie.
Yeah.
But we need to change that, and we need to do a podcast with him. I'm gonna be very thrilled once we do that.
Yeah, me too. I know because he's just knowledgeable, and he just loves talking.
He loves music.
Yeah, man, and
he's another diehard like metalhead like us.
That's what's badass about Fabian, man, is that you can be like, hey, power metal, boom, let's start talking about that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, K-pop, boom, let's start talking about that shit.
Exactly.
Hey, whatever the fuck it is, he'll start, he can talk to you because he's a fucking.
He's
musician.
another heavy metal aficionado.
But he's also a musician.
True.
And he's open to whatever the fuck. Man.
Right.
You know, or you tell him, hey, Britney Spears, this song.
Fuck yeah.
Or like,
Fuck yeah.
He knows.
For real?
Yeah. He knows what's up, man. Like he knows what's up. That's why he's badass, dude.
Fuck. He's our age, dude.
Yeah.
He's our age. He grew up in the same fucking era.
Yeah.
But,
That's why I love having him on board, man. Just having
fuck
just
yeah,
fucking talk.
for sure.
It's always chill, man. Just talking with him, man.
Maybe we'll have him on episode 14, 15.
I hope so, man.
16.
I really hope so, man. Because I mean, it's one of those things.
I like those episodes where he was on. Dude. I was telling you, like, hey, you're right. You guys got down.
Yeah. I think one of those things that what we talk about sometimes, and we listen to, like, especially with Fabian, when I'm hanging out with him.
Yeah.
El
Fabuloso?
We listen, El Fabuloso. We listen.
How come you guys call him like a cleaning product?
Yeah.
You don't call him Pine Salt?
No.
You call him Fabuloso.
Yeah.
The purple one.
Exactly. The only one.
That's the one that smells good, right?
That's the other one.
The purple Fabuloso.
But a lot of times, when I hang out with him, man, we end up listening to all kinds of music, right?
Fuck yeah.
But oftentimes, we find ourselves listening to old school fucking rap.
For
old school like
gangster rap. The good type.
The old school shit.
None of this fucking Malone shit. What's his name?
No Post Malone shit.
No. Gangster
with
rap.
his puppy beard. No.
Nah.
None of the bullshit. We listen, we like go back and listen to a lot of old school
NWA,
Dre, Snoop,
Eazy-E, Ice Cube,
West Side Connection, everything.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And it's one of those things. But it got me thinking about those fucking dudes, man. Those guys that were writing the music, and they were there and at that time.
Dude, we're gonna get scolded if we don't mention Tupac or Biggie and Wu-Tang. There's gonna be a bunch of bands that we're not gonna mention, and people are gonna get on our case. Okay. Mind you, we're metalheads. Yeah, we're trying our best, but I mean, we're metalheads, and I mean, these guys had such an impact that we know of them because they have to be known, and it's like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Exactly.
Gotta mention them.
Yeah. I think with in this situation, in talking about old school gangster rap, I think
fuck yeah.
I think we'll talk about it as a whole, and not necessarily specifically too many of them. But what I loved about it is that there are parallels, man. There are parallels between them and metalheads, dude.
Fuck yeah.
The idea of being outcasts to me is amazing. Yeah, and that we're miles apart. But
we're a minority. We're a minority. We're outcasts. We're misfits. But we're not understood. Right. The police, the government judges us. Yeah. Society judges us. Exactly. And I mean, there's still a means to like make music, and it seems like we're so distinct, but we're so fucking like alike that it's not even funny.
Exactly. To me, that is like one of the most fucking interesting things in the world, man. Yeah. Absolutely one of the most fucking interesting things in the world. How the hell does that even happen? And how the hell are we not hanging out more often?
Exactly. What the fuck? Dude, I would rather hang out with like a dude that's all into like hip hop, rap, than a guy that's into like I have nothing in common with you, fucker. Yeah. Fuck you and your electronic music.
Yeah, you probably tats. Fuck that puto, man. I don't want a guy with a tat. Fuck that shit.
Exactly.
No, man.
But I mean, it's different with like hip hop and rap. Like, we have so much in common. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, we've been like, no, it's them. It's us. No, like, we should be one. We should be one.
I think there's a lot of truth to that, because once we break down the stigma of, especially with, let's say, we're not able to understand the lyrics, or we're not able to understand the content, whatever. Yeah. I think a lot of that is it's a bunch of BS, because if you really tried, and I'm not saying with a fucking magnifying glass, but if you actually really tried, you could figure out what the band is saying. Yeah. You could figure out what the rapper is saying. Exactly. If you really tried.
What they're stating, what they believe in.
Yeah, listen to it a couple times, man. Yeah. Don't be an asshole and just say the first time, oh, it sucks, and that's
Don't discard it.
Yeah, I mean,
give it a chance.
Yeah, give it a
let it soak in.
Give it a shot, man. It's not one of those things where it's not that clear, man. The idea that I think a movement, especially the old school gangster rap movement, what they did in terms of what they were talking about, especially with
racial oppression,
dude.
That's why they were called niggas with attitude. They were tired. They were tired of police brutality. Yeah. They were tired of that gang that was called the LAPD fucking them up. Like, they were tired of that brutality, dude. They had something to say, and they're going to say it lyrically, and they're going to make a change and within culture.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, those are the bands that stood up from like anyone else in the 80s.
And they told it.
They had their heyday.
They told it how it was. They weren't lying. They weren't
lying.
They weren't making up shit. They weren't talking about bitches and money and cars. No, they were talking about how it really fucking was and how much it sucked to be in that fucking area.
Dude, there's a song that says, when something happens in South Central LA, nothing happens. It's just another, I don't know if it's another nigga day or just another normal day. Oh, maybe it must have been an edit, but yeah, like the murder rate is fucking crazy in those cities. Yeah. You know, but that's something that as a society, maybe African Americans glorified. The whole West Coast, East Coast, let's protect the hood. Yeah. The whole Crips and Bloods. Right. I mean, we can go into like a whole other like subject when it comes to like with them killing each other. Yeah. But it's not about that. I mean, we have a lot of things in common when it comes to metal. Like they had a platform so they can say something against police or government, and they used it to its fullest. Yeah, and it's to be admirable.
It is, and people identify with that, and people
they definitely
do identify in the same vein and same regard. Again, I'm going to bring them up, and I don't fucking like to. Yeah. But I'm going to bring them up, and it's going to be like Korn, Slipknot, bands like that. Yeah. Where they had those messages, and they're not the only ones. There's tons of other bands, but they have those messages of problems at home, being molested, somebody's getting divorced. You know,
those are all social issues.
Just problems at home. Yeah. You know what I mean? That eventually, you know, we'll get into the mentality of a child or a teenager.
Dude, musicians are just like us. They're normal. They go through that. Yeah, man. They have their own addictions and problems.
Yeah, man.
That's what makes them normal.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, and having when you're listening as a teenager. Yeah. Listening to a bunch of other bands that are like let's say pop artists who are like glorifying this or glorifying that, I don't know how they could find any common ground with those artists or whatever.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But when you're listening to these rap or old school rap, let's say maybe, I keep bringing that up because they did have a lot of humility with them. They did. They were bringing a lot of stuff that was hitting home. Yeah. Especially metal artists too. These kids could like gravitate towards that because they can understand. Oh shit! This guy understands how I feel.
He's gone through what I've gone through.
Yeah, this guy understands exactly what I'm going through,
where I'm coming from.
Yeah, exactly, and they all understand that, and I think that's what's more important. Yeah. And I hope more pop artists at least kind of give into that, or at least try to go into that. I know not many do, some do.
You kind of have to live that life, David.
You do right.
You kind of have to live in Compton in the 90s, dude, where there was oppression and police brutality, so you can understand, like, why it happened, like, how it happened. Yeah. And not a lot of artists can go through that. Like, they're just rich kids, dude, that never went through that path. That may be spitting flow or like rap or whatever about something that they never went through. Yeah. You just kind of have to live it and like not appreciate what you went through, but I mean, it's going to be a means of you to make music so you can be like, wow, I went through some tough times when I was a kid.
Yeah. Hey, man, but also my thing too that adding on to what you're going to say, I think one of the biggest curiosities is obviously about stuff like that and how related to, let's say, England or the UK, right? We're talking about
other parts of the world,
right?
Okay.
So let's talk about that too, because I think that's interesting. It's not just
oppression within the United States.
Yeah, it's not just here. It's
everywhere,
other
David.
places, yeah,
for sure.
And I think specifically, there's a few things. I mean, dude, come on. I think a lot of people would agree that the heavy metal, like, probably would originated from England or...
Not probably. Most certainly. Like, absolutely, that's where it originated. Well, no, yes, without a doubt. Where was Black Sabbath born? In
Birmingham.
In Birmingham, yeah, in England. So... Right. So I would dare say that heavy metal started Deep Purple.
Deep Purple.
Yeah, Zeppelin, yes, in England. So that's like the birth country of heavy metal. Although the United States did come up with like the electric guitar, they just took it to a whole new level.
Right. I think with that being said, I think still bringing in parallels and bringing in bands that kind of go into, let's say, politics and things that are, talking about oppression and talking about, right. the man and the machine.
Inequality.
I know very well somebody who's all about that.
Yeah. Well, actually, like a few people, but one that does stand out. I remember that you asked me on the last episode, like who have you been listening to? And I remember telling you, like, I've been listening to, like, Roger Waters.
Right.
And he always has a political take on what he's singing, what he's doing. He's very aware of the platform that he's using on his political take. And I love the fact that he's always had, like, a say on politics and, like, the government. And, I mean, even him, that's, like, it's not hip-hop. But I mean, he did feel that some sort of like oppression in the 70s with Dark Side of the Moon. I mean, with that song "Money," dude, like, but if you ask for a raise, there's no surprises. You're getting none away.
Yeah.
Away. Like, so you say like okay, even if you ask for your boss, dude, I'm not making ends meet. Can you give me a raise? Like, nope. You gotta go slave to your fucking job till you die and make the best of it. Yeah. But I mean, he had something to say even back then. So I do kind of like that fact that he uses his platform, because there's plenty of people, I'm pretty sure that they're, like, people that are hearing us right now, maybe a couple are, like, into Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
And these people are going to be these people are going to know what it is to listen to Roger Waters' his lyrics, his soul, like what he believes in, whether it's like oppression with, like he's, like an example, he's saying that Venezuela is not being, that the U.S. should back off because of the Maduro situation right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's something interesting that he has something to say, and he will post it immediately on his Facebook page.
Yeah.
So I mean, I find that very interesting that, musicians have something to say, and they will say it, and they will either spread awareness of it, or people are just going to be totally against on what they're saying. But I mean, I admire the guy like a bunch. I love Roger Waters. I collected all his albums, all his Pink Floyd albums, and he's the greatest. I don't care what he thinks of politics. Fuck politics. Like, Roger Waters is a god, dude.
In every regard, what you're saying, I think it's amazing, because I think there should be at least, if you could use a platform properly, to use it.
Because absolutely.
Why not, man?
Why not? Why not when you have like millions of followers? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Why not?
Something like that is very important. And I mean, again, it could just be one person's opinion. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be that you have to agree with it. And a lot of people, you know what, man? That's the beauty of being here in the U.S., man.
Yeah,
we don't have to agree
the First
with
Amendment, freedom of speech.
We don't gotta agree with each other on anything. That's fine, and that's just fine.
Yeah,
but you know what? More importantly than that, I think I'm noticing as a metalhead and the metal community,
We're ever so tolerant.
Fuck yes.
We're ever so tolerant of each other and our beliefs and our musical likes, dislikes.
It's incredible, and there's that, but there's also that we're just good to each other. You try to be good to each other, dude.
Right.
You know, one of the
be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other. One of the things that I thought was fucking funny is that I don't know if it was mentioned to you is that I feel safer in a Slayer pit.
You told me that,
right? I would feel so much safer.
But Slayer's brutal, dude. You're gonna get your shit fucked if you go into the pit. Like you went into the pit at 70,000 by accident. You're gonna get fucked up. You're gonna get picked up. Or you're gonna get fucked up.
Yeah, but the thing is that I'm gonna go into the pit knowing that I'm gonna be still safe
by a brotherhood,
by my brotherhood, compared to, let's say I go to a random a rap artist that's new with the people that they're gonna. It just seems to be more bad news.
Yeah,
and to me, it's like, okay, yeah, it comes with a territory. You go to Slayer, fuck it, you're gonna go to the pit.
You're going to get into... If you happen to get into the pit, you're going to get fucked up.
Yeah, Busney Mola, you're going to get into the pit.
But you're going to be into, holy shit, there was, 2 pits going on at the same time, and I was part of one of them. Yeah,
but the difference is that these guys are not in there trying to hurt you because they want to hurt you.
No, they're trying to release anger, frustration, but not towards anyone in particular.
No one specifically.
It's just a ritual.
Yeah. They're just doing it because they want to know they're fucking releasing the stress of whatever the fuck it is that's bothering them. And again,
there's nothing like the wall of death.
Yeah. Oh.
There's nothing like I'm gonna take out my frustration on that motherfucker. Boom. I don't care who he is. I'm gonna fuck him up with my body weight on the
And it's no fucking.
I've only been on one wall of death, David.
No
Holy
shit.
Fuck. Yeah, with Creator when they came the first
time.
Oh no
shit.
Yeah, dude. To Tricky Falls.
Yeah.
Millie, that is German. He can't. I don't speak German. I don't speak Deutsch.
Right.
But he said, on the count of 3, go against each other.
Oh shit! Yeah, everybody knew.
Yeah, and he said 1, 2, 3, but he counted them in German. Yeah. And I knew 3.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking went balls out. Yeah, I got my shit pushed in. I was like, no, I can't be. I'm too old for this. What happened to my beer? It was all over my face, dude.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it was horrible, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the dream. I went to a Creator concert and I got in a mod. Yeah, fuck the Wall of Death, dude. Who does that? The wall. It seems very violent, and I could see why our parents are nah, you're gonna. I don't want you to go to a concert. Yeah. You're gonna smell marijuana and no. That's what I mean. You pay for the ticket, you expect the Wall of Death.
Yeah.
Or stage diving.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I saw shitloads of. Well, not stage diving. People have been
the pit.
What do you call them? They were dragging them on the crowd surfing.
They were crowd surfing.
Dude, that's all I saw at 70K.
Fuck yeah!
So many people just crowd surfing.
That's when you know it's lit.
Oh,
that's when you know it's lit. You don't want a bunch of fuckers standing like zombies. No. Toss that motherfucker in there. Fuck yeah, crowd surf.
I tell you, the security had their hands full.
For real.
But everybody was so nice.
Toss them.
So it was very...
I want that experience.
It was like you said, it was fucking lit, but everybody's very nice and polite.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, that's what that's what happens when you crowd surf. There's usually someone at the front of the stage, a security guard that will pick your ass up and then they'll grab your ass and then you'll just have to go. The good
thing is a lot of those dudes were actually metalheads working as security, so they knew what was up. Because sometimes you see venues where the security, they don't know what the fuck is happening, and they don't know how to react, and they think, oh fuck, should I push this dude? No, they don't know how to react. They're like, oh shit, this guy's coming over. They get all scared and shit. No man, just bring him over and guide him along, and that's it. Boom. Push him over.
There's a lot of political turmoil right now in 2019. We should just have fucking be in a fucking circle, in a pit circle. Yeah. Let's just settle it like that. Let's just be in a pit circle.
Yeah, dude. Fuck it, just go.
Fuck it, release all your anger and your stress.
Because that's what it is, man. It's cathartic, dude. It really is cathartic.
They're making us think that it's like you against them, and it's not even about that. It ain't even about that.
Yeah, that's what's scary, man.
Yeah.
Is that idea, that whole idea of is
you us, against them or us against them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that, man. It should just be. We should. You know what? Be excellent to each other, right?
Fuck yeah,
that's
dude.
What it should be,
we have to, but we forget that.
Yeah.
We forget that, and we shouldn't. We have to be excellent to each other, dude.
Well, I mean,
because if we're not excellent to each other, what are we gonna be? We're gonna be dicks.
Yeah.
We're gonna be cocks. No one wants to be a cock.
But and again, but for what purpose?
Why are we being fucking? Yeah.
It's for no. Like, you're not gonna gain anything. Good.
Exactly.
You're not gonna gain anything by being like that. It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Exactly.
You know.
Fuck it, dude.
And I think what's funny is how you mentioned people being dicks.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I was so fucking pissed.
Why?
Reading, just like, what was it? I think it was like last week.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking news, and I just got, I don't even know what the word is, but so bummed out. You know, here Doyle.
Why? Oh, Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Also known as Doyle from the Misfits.
Yeah. That shit fucking bummed me out, dude.
I read about that. It bummed me out. It pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, dude. Like, it's one of those dudes that you don't expect them to be that type of musician. But, I mean, I'm disappointed, to say the least. Poor dude, like, I'm not going to give him my money to meet him. Not like that? No, dude. No. Fuck no. I'm not going to give him my money. I'm not going to give him, like, my money. I'm not going to buy merch from him.
Nah.
Just for that very fact, like, oh, like we were talking earlier, so my time is, like, he wants to charge me for a photo.
Yeah.
Or for, like,
an
autograph.
Just have a chat.
Just have
a chat.
Fuck you! You're not worth $50, bitch. You're worth fucking $7.76.
Yeah. And you know what?
No $50.
The ticket probably costs less.
Oh, it does. You know what? I'll buy a shirt and be fucking thankful, fucker. Yeah. I'll buy a shirt and I'll fucking pay for, like, the full entrance. Yeah. Be thankful for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, now I'm not gonna now I'm definitely not gonna meet you, and I'm probably not gonna go to a show that you play because you're not doing anything for me, just like your wife, Pinchy Elisa White Glutz. I follow her. She's pretty as fuck. She doesn't do it for me. Arch Enemy doesn't do it for me.
Fuck that blue.
She's pretty as fuck, but she doesn't do it for me. You know, and like for him, for Doyle to have that attitude, he's salty as fuck because he's not gonna make fucking a dime off what Danzig produced off the Misfits, because every single song that Doyle was a part of, Glenn Danzig wrote it. He wrote every single song to the Misfits catalog. Yeah. So Doyle's like, where's my dime? Bitch, you're Jerry's brothers. your brother's Jerry, you're playing a guitar. And you barely fucking got into it, like, when they're about to split, like, no.
Yeah.
No. You know, I'm not going to pay $50 to see him. And you know what's the thing, David, that my other homie that's named David, he went to the Mesa Music Hall. That venue no longer exists. And he said that he went to go see the vocalist he's probably a ripoff off you. His name's the Wulf-Man too. Fuck that guy. Yeah, but that he was there with Doyle. That was a band. That's a band. That's what the band's called, Doyle.
Yeah.
And he actually told me, he's like, yeah, when he was at the Mesa Music Hall, he was charging $50. Like you posted something, and I was like, nah, it sounds too far-fetched.
Yeah.
But then I asked him earlier in the week, and hey, wait, was he actually charging for a meet and greet? He's like, yeah, wait, he was charging $50. No, wait, that fucker's like a diehard Misfit, diehard Danzig fan. He told me about it, and I believed him because it is true, because he's charging money to meet him. Who the fuck are you, dude?
Yeah,
no. $50?
Yeah. See,
why do they feel entitled, David? Because we're not buying their albums?
That's something that he brought up, right? That's talking about people who fucking download and steal albums and whatnot.
Oh, and he said that people that download his albums illegally should be charged $10,000.
Okay.
The whole music industry changed with internet.
Yeah. Oh, it did. But I mean, to be that salty towards your fans.
Exactly.
When you're going to be playing a show and you're going public on it, what makes you think anybody's going to want to see anymore after that?
Especially after saying that.
Dude, you just put yourself in the fucking corner, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get more flies with honey, you know what I mean?
Than with shit.
Yeah. So, well, in his case,
fucking Doyle, why?
It was salt, dude. This guy's just
why, dude? Are they that fucking hungry for money? Like, are they? Do you think they actually like they have food stamps?
But that makes you think, dude. How much does he even appreciate anybody to go see some man? And why the fuck is he even still playing music?
Exactly.
If it feels that way.
David, I'm gonna tell you. This is God's truth.
Yeah.
I went with my homie, that very same guy, David, to Denver, Colorado to see a reunion of the Misfits, and this was in 2015.
Yeah.
Doyle, which was supposed to be, they called it Doyle, Jerry Only, and Danzig, the original Misfits. They toured on that. So we went to Denver, and I had a blast. Like, I still love the Misfits, but Doyle was playing a power chord here and there. They had an actual guitarist playing that was like behind the scenes. Doyle was just like the
hype man.
Doyle was just Doyle being Doyle.
Yeah.
You know, doing the Doyle stomp, looking like Doyle von Frankenstein.
Yeah.
He was just doing that. But there was an actual guitarist playing. He was just doing the Doyle stuff, like the Doyle. No, it wasn't even him doing like the Misfits songs. So I was kind of disappointed for him to be saying that not that he despises the fans, but the thing that he wants to do is like not really. He doesn't want to get paid. He doesn't want $50 for like a fan that wants to take a picture, like an autograph, but he's still doing it. Yeah. You know, he's bashing the fans for like paying $50, just don't do it. Go back to your dad's fucking job and wherever the fuck you were in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Go to his mill. If you don't like meeting fans, what the fuck are you there for? Fans are there for a reason. They're loyal. They want their 10 seconds of, whatever, of your time.
Man, whatever it is, right, that you spend with them, that person will remember that for fucking ever. And these guys will they couldn't give a fuck sometimes.
A picture, they're going to worship a picture in a time in their life forever.
There's some artists who, it's fine that they go through so many people.
They're prima donnas, David. Some of them are prima donnas.
Yeah, and there's some granted some that, man, they're badass and they're so cool. They go with you and they'll talk to you. They'll hang out with you. They hang out with you at the bar or whatever. They're cool with you, and those are the cool dudes, right? Yeah. They'll just hang out with you and they're cool as fuck. And they'll remember you, and they're badass, dude. And then there's the dudes, how do you say, they're so jaded, I guess. They're just jaded with the industry. They're just jaded with being around for so long or whatever. But, I mean, come on. I mean, you have to, at one point, understand that
they want their private life to be private.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there's that, too. There's going to be a fucking, you could split too.
Right.
But if you're going to be playing a show, man.
If you're going to be a public figure, deal with it. You're going to be a public figure.
Exactly. It's the same thing with any fucking major celebrity, sports figure.
They're going to, someone's going to want an autograph. Yes. Someone's going to want a picture in your everyday routine.
Yes.
Now, should you turn him away? It's entirely up to you. Yeah. You can you can be like, no, this guy's not known for taking pictures or autographs. He's a dick.
Yeah.
He wants his private life to be private. But you never know. Like, it varies from artist to artist. How they feel towards a fan.
I mean, look, if you're somewhere in public and you see them eating dinner,
leave them the fuck alone, dude.
Yeah, I'm not about to go fucking interrupt their dinner.
No, that's rude.
That's absolutely rude. That's they would have absolute every right to be fucking dick to me.
Exactly.
And be whatever it is.
Rude. And be rude to you.
But if you catch them on the street or you're in line somewhere or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Then come on, man. Maybe there's something there. But this dude, I think he fucked himself over, man.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so, dude, because
by
being a dick to fans.
Yeah. Man.
Like, dude, if you're gonna be a dick to a fan, I'm a fan. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna buy your CD.
Yeah.
Especially like even more so now, I'm not gonna buy your CD.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be unavailable, fuck you. Mira, David, back in 2012 when the Rock House was popping and by Cielo Vista.
Yep.
I saw the Iron Maidens. Chingon fucking tribute band.
Yep.
I'm probably going to talk about them like every single podcast because I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there's Maiden for a while. Because I know that the vocalist is female and she could hit Kristen Rosenberg. She's going to hit higher notes than Bruce Dickinson just for the fact that she's a female.
Mm-hmm.
So when they played at the Rock House, dude, like I snatched their set list. And then I go over to their booth. They're selling merch. And then I think I asked Nita. She must have been Nita from she's playing with Alice Cooper. And then I asked her, it's like, hey, and I was all like, can I get your autograph or do I have to buy something? She's like, oh no, sweetie, like you can just like we're gonna sign it for you, like regardless. I was like, oh, it's so down to earth. Like all of them signed my set list, dude. Like fuck yeah, they didn't ask me for like where's my $5, asshole? Yeah. They didn't ask me for like $5. Yeah. They're very fucking like down to earth.
Yeah.
I was like, I appreciate that. Like they're fucking they're humble, like they're approachable. They're not gonna ask me for like chump change. Like no, they're like they know that I snatched the set list and I just wanted their autograph, which I still have, dude. Like they're badass fucking musicians. Like they always say like anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah. When it comes to like boys and girls, dude, they can definitely do it better. Way fucking better. There's Maiden for a while. Yeah. There's gonna be Maiden songs played for a while. Even after Maiden's gone, dude, the Maiden's they have it covered.
They can take care of everything.
Oh, for sure, dude. For fucking sure. So, and I haven't seen that fucking band in years, dude.
No, man. They're
I think
the last time. No, they've been around. Yeah, the last time it's been a long time.
It's been a while since they brought them. I guess it has to do with some sort of an agreement with the casino that they bring them.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. Like I love that band.
Yeah. I think there's been quite a number of tribute bands that have been coming through here, especially through the casino that we have here, right? Yeah. And
Dawkins playing today.
It always blows my mind to hear all these bands, and when you see the photos or like the videos of them playing live, like oh shit, that looks like the original band, but it's actually the fucking tribute band playing. And it always blows my mind.
Why is it, David, that whenever they host or whenever they promote someone, they have to look like them?
I don't know, man.
Like, I've seen the Kiss tribute one time, dude. The guy that was supposed to be like the fucking guitarist, he kind of looked like another guitarist from Zeppelin, dude. Like, you don't even look like him, dude. Like, no. But they always have to have, like, this kind of resemblance to him.
Yeah.
They always have to, like, they have to look like when it comes to, like, Zeppelin or, like, Pantera or Metallica, they have to have some sort of resemblance. Yeah. Kind of cheesy. You know what?
It is actually really cheesy. It's kind of like a gimmick, you know?
It is a gimmick. A few years ago when I was doing the Misfits tribute, I actually messaged them. And I was all like, hey, you know what? We have about 32 songs. We have a good set list. We're willing to play for free at the casino. Yeah. They never replied. They wanted me to look like a fucking fat Danzig and my friend to look like another member. Yeah, they wanted us to resemble the Misfits, dude, like a Jerry Only. They wanted us to resemble the fucking the musician. Shit. That's why we didn't get fucking asked to play. You have to kind of look like them. Like, nah.
Yeah, I don't see why you should have to. That's fucking stupid. That's ridiculous, man. Yeah. That's preposterous. I don't know why you want to fucking even do that. I wouldn't even...
But they brought good bands, though. They have brought good bands.
See, the thing is that the best thing that I like about Misfits, and I don't know if you guys have listened to them, but I like them. 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 I like the casino, whatever. They do bring a lot of bands. They advertise the shit out of it. They just local channels and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And I got the idea from that, and I was like, well, I want to fucking advertise that metal podcast,
Fuck yeah.
So I actually went ahead and put in an advertisement with bravewords.com. They actually, I have been, one of my favorite webzines, but before that, they were one of my favorite magazines. They were doing magazines up until 2008. They were doing magazines where they actually had a CD,
a physical magazine with like a sample CD.
Yeah, a sample CD.
They were still doing that in the late 2000s.
Yeah, man, and they were doing it with some people would
That's a lost art. I wish they would still do that.
You could sort of find it now
with a little sample CD.
Not sample. It's like
everything's all digital now.
It's like a record. That you can play on just like a record player. That Decibel does that. Decibel's badass. But I decided to go with bravewords.com. They offered a better deal in terms of advertising.
Okay.
And I kind of feel like we're, that metal podcast has more listens, I think, since the advertisement has been up. There's been more people listening and whatnot. And
it's good news.
I kind of feel like, I don't have the luxury of, let's say, other podcasts, and I'm not going to name them.
Right.
They have their proper background. They have their own resume in terms of who the person is.
Okay.
They have their own personal resume. They know who the fuck they are, and I can't follow that because it's not quite the same.
Okay, so what you're saying?
They work for other publications. They work for other magazines. They were other people. They were in other bands and whatnot. Big bands.
Oh shit!
And the fucking thing is that because of that, they were able to easily transition into the podcast world and have a lot of listeners.
Oh,
because of that.
Okay.
I don't have that luxury. I have the luxury of, being who I am and being an honest person and telling you the way it is. And talking about metal in terms of everything.
Right.
That metal podcast.
Metal.
I'm not going to fucking pigeonhole it into one certain style of music.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think the main topic of interest tonight is going to be the band Death. Yeah. And the band Death, to me, is one of my most favorite bands of all time.
I can tell.
It could be. Yeah. It could be my most favorite band of all time.
If you had a battle vest, David, your main patch would be fucking Death.
Yes, for
without a doubt.
For sure.
And I know you're going to make one.
Scream Bloody Gore.
And it's going to be
actually,
one. It has to be not black denim, but like denim.
Yes.
Dude, denim.
Absolutely. That's actually...
No. You know what? Knowing you, it does have to be like a black jacket.
Yeah.
With like a Death back patch.
Yeah. Scream Bloody Gore.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, we're talking about Death. Now, to me, you saw the DVD.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What did you feel like? What did you think about it? Like, did you have the same ideas as me, or like as I did, or like, about Chuck, or everybody was just, they just thought the world of him.
Yeah,
and I mean, I don't have any ill thoughts or bad thoughts toward him either. So,
well, I'm gonna start with this. There was a song from Iron Maiden, and it's called like "Only the Good Die Young."
Oh yeah,
only the good die young, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It saddens me how Chuck was not a person of like ill will.
Right.
He was not a person with addiction. You can see sometimes like people have addictions that they're battling with that end their life. And it fucking sucks, dude. Fuck cancer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude. Fuck that. Fuck that, dude. He was never a junkie. He was never like an alcoholic, dude. Fuck cancer, dude. That's what I... Like, it bothers me how there's no fucking cure for that because, like, this young man should have been bigger than what he was.
Yeah. Because
I'm not very familiar with the genre, but I'm going to dare say it. He created a genre, dude.
Yeah, he did.
He created a fucking genre, dude, and he was his life was death metal.
Yeah.
That's what you identify with him. That's his life.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk to him about politics. Don't talk to him about religion. Don't talk to him about current events. His mind and his focus and his energy was death metal. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all he focused. Like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's what I got from him. Like, I've never gotten that like from any other musician. We talked about other musicians that did this and that on their off time. This fucker, if he wasn't recording, he was thinking about metal.
Yeah.
He was a perfectionist about metal.
Dude, absolutely. I think one of the most important parts. I have two things to say. Number one, Mastodon sucks.
That's a recurring thing.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be on a recurring podcast because it does suck.
They fucking suck. Number two, all you fuck faces and fuckheads, Possessed did not make the first death metal fucking album.
No, they didn't.
Just because they have a song, death metal, on Seven Churches or whatever the fuck album it was, doesn't mean that they fucking made death metal. Fuck you.
No.
And fuck them. Nah, just kidding. Possessed badass. Possessed, they're badass. Because one of the guys went to Primus.
Right.
Eventually. But anyways. No. I will 100% fight me as my...
Bold. Those are bold.
Yes.
That's a bold statement, David.
Possessed did not make it.
Fuck yeah. No, dude. You have to be very fucking reassuring of what you're saying.
I will go with Chuck.
That's very confident. That's a very confident statement.
Hell yeah, man. Death did it. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
Death did it. Godfather of fucking death metal? Well, yeah, Chuck's the godfather of fucking death metal for a fucking reason.
He created and he invented a fucking genre, dude.
I mean, he was around. Come on, man. In 82, 81, Montas, they were around before that, dude. They were around before fucking Possessed, so fuck you guys. Anyways, with that being said, when they released Scream Bloody Gore, dude, that fucking album, that in itself, okay, first of all, you're going to release an album. Dude.
They were years ahead.
This album cover is just fucking amazing.
It's insane. Yeah.
That's like you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what the
Look
fuck
at the artwork,
dude. I love that dude.
Shingon.
He's like
bloody gore, dude.
He's like beckoning. He's like, come here, beckoning.
Look at the logo, way. It tells you
it's
like
dripping, dude. It's just fucking great, man.
87.
Yeah, dude.
I was 2 years old, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
man.
fuck, wait.
It's a fucking album.
Wait, and they're playing music that wasn't. It wasn't there all the time. At the time, death metal is more 90s. These fuckers are doing it in 87.
Exactly.
Wait,
so this is a lot earlier. It's a lot earlier. And again, Randy Burns. Fuck yeah. He's the one who fucking helped him out, dude. But, dude. When you're talking about introducing and just coming up with a fucking death album.
Yeah.
Just a death metal album. When you have songs like
David, but you're talking to like listeners. They're probably like me, like back then in '87. You're gonna tell someone like this is a new death metal album.
Yeah,
you're gonna be like, what? Death metal wasn't even like a genre back then, dude. Now what we know of death metal, that wasn't it. Wait, like people are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like I think death metal '90s. Wait, I thought diciendo 87.
Yeah, 87.
87. Wait.
The thing is this pre most of the death metal bands. These guys were coming out with something that no one had really understanding or really knew what was going on.
It was a whole new concept that they had never been exposed to.
And again, we go back to the whole idea of Floridian death metal. To the idea of the birthplace, I think maybe, possibly, potentially be...
No, it is. It is Florida, dude. You know? Without a doubt. It's Florida. It's Florida.
What about its other bands? We have, Death, we're not the only ones that came from Florida.
Fuck yeah.
We got Obituary, Morbid Angel, Monstrosity.
There's a few of them.
Cannibal.
Fuck yeah.
6 Feet. Atheist, Chingon.
All from Florida?
All Floridian death metal bands, man. They're not
holy shit, dude. Like they made their name for themselves, but they put, I dare say, a state on the spot, dude.
They put a
Florida
stamp in the fucking world.
Holy shit. Right? I couldn't have said it fucking any better way. Right? A fucking stamp, dude.
They put their own fucking boom.
This is what it's like. If you ain't from here, it ain't like the real shit.
Yeah. They put their own big dick boom down.
Fuck
in the fucking world for them to fucking hear this shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's fucking awesome, though. That's awesome that, like, they have a genre that you could be like, well, so where are they from? Like, they ain't from Texas. They ain't from Arkansas. Right. They ain't from Wyoming or Montana.
Exactly.
They're from Florida.
They're from fucking Florida. See, now this is another...
I got a little bit more respect for Florida now, dude.
Now this is another one that was a weird thing to me.
Yeah.
Why the fuck? Why Florida? What the fuck made it in Florida?
What encouraged them to fucking write that type of music and perform it?
I mean, look, we have the same thing.
Interesting question.
The same thing. Bury a Thresh. There were many fucking bands in that area,
right?
That thrived, and there was something about that area, right?
Holy shit, happened? Dude, you're fucking right.
What happened? Why Florida, though, man?
Why
what happened?
Florida? Yeah.
These guys love renting fucking storage units, you know? They love renting storage units.
Fuck yeah, rehearsing. They would be living on them.
They would just be, exactly. Dude, it was so much cheaper. No. They would just be chilling there, man. So, you know. But what the fuck is it about the area, dude?
Must be the fucking air, dude. It must be the air they're breathing. The swamps.
It must be all the old people retiring. Death metal, dude.
Fuck that, dude. They're out there. They're very near the death.
Yeah.
Hey, I've also heard that they like that nice Arizona dry heat, and in Arizona, dude, they also love that.
They do. They're called snowbirds. Yeah.
They actually have a term for that?
Legit.
Damn.
Snowbirds, yeah, because in the winter, they're in what, northern states?
I see where they're going.
Yeah, and so they come down. They come down.
Damn.
And every fucking place they invade.
Wow, dude.
They're like,
they live up to their 90s
drivers.
and shit.
Yeah, these shitty drivers. And
they're horrible.
Yeah, I know it because of my brother in Yuma. You know what I mean? But I seen them.
And they're hover around.
Yeah, they're fucking middle of the street. No, yeah, but they suck at driving.
Dude, I can't wait to be retired. I really can't wait to be retired.
They have little like trailer parks everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
Old like trailer parks for the little trailers. They hitch on them and then they go back up. In the summer, boom. Summer, they go back north.
Dude, that's a perfect place for like us to like retire, listen to death metal, move to fucking Florida.
Florida, dude. Hang out with float some Jetson, you know, just hang out with
Holy shit.
Rob Halford, Phoenix and shit.
Fuck yeah, I'm actually looking forward to my retirement, man. Holy shit.
But you know, I think Death still, man, like when they released Scream Bloody Gore in '87, it didn't even take them very long to release Leprosy. Leprosy came out in fucking '88.
They're just fucking producing them like one after another, dude.
Dude, you get.
Did the '80s last longer back then, or?
I don't know, brother. It just seems to me that, I mean, you're gonna have songs like "Pull the Plug," "Born Dead," "Open Casket," "Choke on It." God damn, man, all the fucking songs that these guys have,
right,
are just ridiculous, dude. The fucking album cover, dude. It does not get much more perfect than that. Leprosy, dude. That's just a fucking beautiful album cover. It says what it is. Guys, if you don't know what it is, check that shit out.
Yeah.
He's a fucking leper.
David, the guy that did the artwork, or someone that I was seeing in the documentary, was saying like no other metal like illustrator had produced like an album with like a pinkish hue, and that just made it like good, dude. It doesn't look odd.
No,
like there's not a pinkish hue. It's like the background's pink, but it's still fucking metal, dude.
Yeah.
What other cover has been pink, dude? Pink. Can you think of one?
It's not.
it's not girlyish by any
No,
means
absolutely not.
whatsoever.
No, it's not.
Like those colors had not been produced within like a metal genre or a metal cover, dude.
I can't fucking think of anything right now.
I mean, because it hasn't happened. Like they're all black and like that's a standard color.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, but that pinkish shoe cover, dude, it's symbolic and it's unique, very unique.
Oh fuck yeah, for sure, dude. I think when you have, I think it's especially it's important for them. I think
the cover lures you.
Yeah.
As a non-listener, it definitely lures. Like, okay, I'm very interested on like what they have to say.
But it's interesting in the fact that you're not. They're so new, right? You're not quite sure what the fuck you're gonna get.
Relatively new to the era.
Yeah, and they're still fucking going at it, man. Like you see something that you're like, oh, I'm not too sure what I want to get from this pinkish shoe, whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm still gonna get some good old death metal that I didn't even know, but I'm gonna fucking get it. When you listen to Spiritual Healing, to me.
Dude, the cover.
Yeah.
The cover, that's one of the... That I think... When I think of Death, I think of that cover.
Yeah.
Maybe because my... Yeah, exactly. Iconic because I've been in I was brought up like Seventh-day Adventist. But this motherfucker, it looks like... Wow, dude, he's just fucking possessing the fucking sheep. Holy fucking shit. It's right in the fucking album, dude.
It does look... like the other way around, right?
Absolutely.
Where he's putting it.
Yes.
He's putting it.
I love that fucking cover. Yeah. Like,
and this dude, he's like, look at him.
Spiritual
He's like absent-minded. Look at
that.
Guy. He looks like a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
He looks like a fucking, like, oh
dude,
my God.
Who was doing those types of albums back then?
Like, you could feel it. Like, it's coming in. This is 1990.
Almost 30 years ago. Holy fucking shit, dude. Before the genre was even like a genre, they already had it.
Living Monstrosity, Altering the Future, Defensive, Within the Mind, Spiritual Healing. Dude. Look at this shit.
Badass fucking album.
This is with James Murphy. I think this is the only album with James Murphy. On guitars. We have Terry Butler.
Where do you rank that album, David? How do you rank that album? Where do you rank that album?
I'll be quite
solid.
Honest. Dude, yeah. It's. I mean, in terms of their discography, or
right. Overall, dude. Overall, like Inception.
I'm actually.
Where are you leaning towards?
I'm actually dealing with it in opposite terms. So the way I see it is the way they progressed. They got better.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Within the documentary way, their latest albums were more technical, more melodic.
Exactly. So for me, it was in terms of newest to oldest.
Okay.
And how I enjoyed them the most.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to say... but that's how I enjoyed them.
Right.
But now in terms of favorites, I think...
top 3?
Sound of Perseverance, Human, and Scream Bloody Gore.
Okay.
And then we have Spiritual Healing, and then we have Individual Thought Patterns. Ooh, wait a minute, but they're symbolic.
But it was still a solid album then.
Oh, dude. Absolutely, man. Fucking Spiritual Healing is...
Did it sell really good, David?
I don't know. Let me see. The problem with these...
That's something that we have to see how there was a reception. Because we looked up into that, like, in Maiden, how many albums they had sold. Sometimes, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to reflect on how many purchases they were bought. But just on, like, the fan base, like, what does this album mean to you? Do you like this album? Is this a solid album? Like, would you recommend this album? You know, and it's one of those bands that, I mean, you have to unless you're really into it, you're gonna categorize it like top 3, top 4, top 5.
I don't think we have any information in terms of where
of sales wise, like how much they.
I don't think so. I don't think it would have placed anywhere near. But
they definitely made an impact within the death metal fucking genre and community, and were a huge fucking influence. Yeah. What more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? If you cannot be an influence, like what the fuck? What are you doing your music for?
The shit, man.
You know, you have to be influencing other generations, dude. And I mean, I did a crash course on death, dude. Chuck was quite a character. He was definitely quite a character, David, because I saw something in the documentary that the mom was the power of attorney. Yeah. Very interesting, dude. Yeah. So he was not liable for him canceling tours. He was canceling like tours right in the middle. Like, okay, he was no longer going to perform because they were not up to par with Sadist or Creator or Megadeth. Right. Like, he thought that they were going to be co-headlining, and it was only like a supporting act. Chuck was an interesting character. I found out a lot about him within that documentary. It almost seems like he was an only child. Yeah. He wanted the best outcome for death. Yeah. And if he had to step on a few musicians along the way, he was definitely going to do it because they're going to be they're going to be in the way of him achieving success.
Look, the way I saw it was that he was the Dave Mustaine of death metal.
Most definitely. And there was a little sort of mental illness that has not been addressed or diagnosed is a proper term.
Yes. That's very important. Look, I don't think it
there was never a diagnosis, David. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I would definitely with certainty say there was some sort of depression. Mm-hmm. But I mean that's as far as I would go. He was ill somehow, not physically with the brain tumor. Psychologically, mentally, there's a little bit something off.
I thought there was something off. Right? We talked about this before.
Right, and you were giving me a heads up. Yeah. And he would replace musicians like left and right.
Like that, like not kidding, nothing. You know, and it was just him, and everybody else come in. He would just take them out, bring them back a whole new group. He had no fucking problems bringing.
Why was that, David? Why? You that are more into death. Why was that? Like, what type of psychological issues might Chuck have dealt with that are not, up in the air that we haven't discussed?
I'm not sure in terms of like psychological issues. Right. I'm thinking more in terms that he's like a perfectionist, right?
Oh, most definitely.
In his
way of thinking and processing.
But in his way of thinking and his way of writing, he might have felt that there was certain people that were best suited to what he was trying to create at that time, right?
And you know what? And he definitely did evolve through the albums.
Yeah, man. Because you started getting different people, and then the sound started to evolve, and you started to notice a pattern.
Dude, you got Gene Hoglan, that fucker. Yeah. I'm not surprised he's not with fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I know. He's been everywhere.
Like, what the fuck? Damn, you actually fucking play with this nigga.
Yeah, Atomic Clock. Yeah, this shit.
He probably was with Earth, Wind, and Fire for a little bit.
Made them big and shit.
That fucker play with anyone, dude.
But I mean,
damn.
I mean, I know it's as bad as it sounds, man. I kind of feel like, dude, this guy did have some sort of mental issue.
He definitely did have some sort of issue.
And it's not like, again, I don't ever mean it in a bad way.
He was a beast, dude. Yeah, he was a badass motherfucker. Yeah.
He had a way of putting his lyrics out and just just scream him out.
I was seeing,
great way.
David, I was seeing the documentary that like, I don't know, someone was pushing him to sing more clean, I guess.
Right.
And not to sing like Chuck. And it's like, no, dude, they're going to drop you. Like, people are not expecting you to sing fucking like clean vocals. That's not you.
Yeah. He
had his own style. And that he even went off on a magazine that they put him next to Possessed or some shit. Like, he didn't want to be labeled death metal. He's like, fuck you, I'll quit fucking death.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I'll quit death. I don't want you to put me with this fucking... I don't want you to be labeled, leave me with these fucking, like, acts, dude. Like, dude, he was passionate about his music and his brand.
Yeah.
He took it personal.
Yeah.
You know, he was one of those musicians that, like, his life was portrayed in his music, dude, and that's what he lived off by, his music. That was his persona. His identity was with death.
Yeah. And the idea of... that we talked about this also, and I went and I checked it out, and it is true. He did have the idea of having Rob Halford and him having to do a solo album.
Right.
It was there. It was there.
Really?
So he could have done a solo album. You know, it would have been Control Denied with Rob Halford.
Could he have done it, though, with his illness?
He did it. He did the album. He did Control Denied. With ¿cómo se llama el otro güey? The other guy, Tim Amir. Tim Amir was the singer. He ended up choosing Tim Amir over Rob Halford.
Dude, but I was seeing that his body was shutting down, though. Like,
towards that, at that time, he was still able to write and still do things and still he was all right. It wasn't until after that when they were starting to do things for the second album, and that's when everything went downhill.
That he couldn't like have movement of his like right or left arm.
No, what was it?
Wait, that's so sad.
And that's
dude. That's very fucking sad.
It's really depressing.
That's debilitating. Like, you're seeing a musician being fucking like debilitated, like right in front of your eyes, dude. Like he can't strum.
I mean, something that you have been doing for
your entire life.
Yeah, and then that's taken away from you, and then not understanding why or what's going on.
How old was Chuck when he died? Have we outlived him?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Only the young die. Only the young die. Young David, what the fuck, dude? He died in 2001. How old was he?
34.
Oh my god, he was my age.
I'm 35.
And he had accomplished way so far. What the fuck have I done with my life, dude? What the fuck?
It's another...
It puts life into perspective.
Yeah.
This cat was 34, dude, and he inspired the next generation of death metal.
Yeah.
What the fuck have I been doing with my life? Holy fuck.
What I love about it is that
he's gonna be known. He's gonna be forever fucking known, dude. Like, he's gonna be the person to fucking, like, who's gonna fill in those shoes? Nobody. Like, who the fuck?
Nobody anymore, dude. I don't think there's anybody that can quite
fill his shoes.
Fill that.
No.
The one thing that I thought was really interesting is that I kind of feel like these guys, you know, they paved the way in terms of the way, let's say, you know, Judas Priest or Iron Maiden would have paved the way, or
right,
Black Sabbath and Deep Purple would have paved the way
for the new generation.
These guys paved the way, and unfortunately, we're not there for the rest of it. You know, for us to see.
Do you think the credit's been given?
No. I hear a lot of people still, to this day, badmouth Chuck and say that he was overrated as a guitarist. I hear a lot of people still say that his writing was just subpar. I still hear a lot of people say that they're just definitely overrated.
That's insane to think about that, because it's not that they were overrated or underrated. They were just ahead of their time. And sometimes when that happens, like, people are not going to understand your music because it's not fully there yet.
Yeah.
It sucks, dude.
If a group
is innovative,
if in any way formed just ahead of their time, then definitely people are going to misunderstand and where the fuck they're coming from or what they're trying to do. You know, when the Son of Perseverance, it's a masterpiece, right? Mm-hmm. That came out, people were like, what the fuck is this? This isn't Death. Because they wanted, they wanted scream bloody gore. They expected something else. Yeah, they wanted all this other stuff. It wasn't going to happen, though. Yeah. The fact of the matter is that when everything started to change in Human. Right. 1990, everything just started to fucking change. Chuck, something clicked. Something happened. I don't know what it was. Right. His writing became different. Everything just became different. He just started to write differently and whatever. And that's darker. Yeah. This thing more, the psychologically, the way people's mind worked. That was more of a lyrical content that you just wanted to cover or whatever. Right. And then all of a sudden, they had, who else did they have? They had Sean Reinhart on drums. Mm-hmm. They had, the legendary Steve DeGorgio on bass. Fuck yeah. They had Paul Masvidal on guitars. Mm-hmm. This is considered a technical death metal album. I'm sorry, it was in 1991, 1990. Holy shit. Yeah, October 1991. Damn. So that was a technical death metal album. Yeah, actually, that was the first one I ever bought, man. Really? That was the first album, and from Death, how I was introduced. I went to All That Music. Is that where you got it? Yeah, I went to All That Music. Is Yellow Vista? Yeah, no, I got. That's it. All That Music on Lee Reno. Oh, okay. Lee Reno, right? I went there and I went to the used section. Mm-hmm. It was a rock metal section, and I see this. What lured you to it, dude? I see this cover of this like layered human being. It was just a layer of you slash right a fucking layer of a fucking person, and it was like a cartoony image of it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, what made you buy it? The album cover? The name. Death. Fuck yeah. And then the album Human. Fuck yeah. It was... You're a little fucking kid then. Yeah. It was as straightforward we can get. What format did you get it? Like CD. It was CD. So you get it and then you fucking come home all like, I like the album art. And then you put it on your what do we have back then? I had a little CD. I had a little CD player. Yeah. A Discman. Did you have a Discman? Yes, I did. But I had a... Where did you bump it the first time? You're like, all right, I'm going to... Oh, no. Where did you hear it? Where did you pop it? You're like, all right. I'll be honest with you. I had a... Dude, if we're talking about this band right now, we're talking about a band that you were like a little fucking kid. I had a that for whatever fucking reason you bought the fucking CD and you must have popped it somehow. Like, all right. I had a big ass CD player actually. So it was a 5... No, it was a 3... It was 5... It was a 3 disc. Okay. It was a fucking 3 disc. Big ass fucking speakers, man. Fuck yeah. And I popped it in. You put it on rotation. I never heard anything like this before, like, ever. I mean, I was listening to... It was alien to you. Yeah, because at that time you're like, what the fuck? Dude, what is this? Because I was like, okay, Pantera. Fuck yeah. I had heard Metallica. I had heard Anthrax, and I had already heard. I was listening to Primus.
Fuck yeah!
I had a lot of weird shit. Right. And then all of a sudden, boom,
Overkill and Death.
Yeah, man, that was probably to me
that was your introduction to.
Yeah, that was to me the most influential album, probably of all time. And it kind of shaped. It really helped shape the development of what kind of music that I was going to be. Yeah, man, because
that's a good call, dude. Fuck yeah.
And it was just by chance, brother. It wasn't even like it was an accident, man. Straight up.
Dude, that's amazing. I mean, you got into a good band that wasn't fucking Ghost. Yeah. You know, there could have been a Ghost back then.
Shit, man.
There could have been a Ghost back then. Like, you could have gone on a fucking, like, random, like, I'm going to pick this album because of the artwork. You picked up an album that's, like, good artwork, good music.
Yeah, no shit, man. You know,
you got lucky, dude, with a jam. You got lucky with a jam. You could have picked out a lot of shit back then. A lot of shit. Are you happy to pick up on that one?
I have to say, guys, my favorite songs, and probably number one, the instrumental Cosmic Sea, because I had never heard bass played like that before in my life at that time, until then.
Dude, we need to play it right now.
It was fucking Steve DeGorio.
Orgasmic,
fucking,
to say the least.
He's just a fucking genius, man. Lack of comprehension, flooding of emotions together. I mean, honestly, that album was just straight up, man. It's just pure,
solid.
I know.
Solid.
I think in terms of straight up death metal, in terms of,
do you think that's where they peaked?
No, for sure not.
No.
No. I think,
where did they peak?
Personally,
you, David.
Like, where they were at their best.
At their prime.
Sign of Perseverance.
Yeah? Where they could deliver, like, fuck you guys. I don't care if you're into fucking this type of metal. We're gonna deliver.
On the Sign of Perseverance?
Mm-hmm.
They were unfuckable. You couldn't fuck with them at all, man. It was just... There's just no way you can. It was game over, dude. You know,
the musicianship was just fucking there.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at that point, because at the time that they were writing it, there was just no way that
you're gonna compete with them. No, musically.
No, there's no way.
Instrumentally.
No, there's no way.
Vocally, lyrically.
There's no way. They have a cover of Painkiller on that. Have you heard it?
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, actually.
No, they did do justice to it.
They did. You look at individual thought patterns in 1993. This is the first album that truly represents the second phase of death in terms of when they're morphing into this technical death metal band.
Okay.
You have Steve Gorgio.
Mm-hmm.
You have Andy LaRock. Andy La fucking Rock,
dude, on
guitars.
Pinche Chora.
You know, yeah. And then you have Gene Hoglan on drums. But the thing is it's a fucking...
It's a masterpiece.
It's a fucking super band playing.
Yeah, literally, it is a super band way.
Right now.
The best of the best.
It's all fucking playing an album. You know? But the one that stands out, that, you know, the video that, you know, the thing that just everybody listens to. Or The Philosopher. So fucking... It's just it's such an epic song too, man. But get out of here, man. There's jealousy, trapped in a corner. There's There's individual thought patterns itself. You know, overactive imagination. There's just so many fucking good songs in this one. The album cover isn't really, to me, it doesn't really stand out, man. It's just like really whatever. It looks like a...
They could have done better with it.
Yeah, could have done a little bit better. I mean, it's not big of a deal.
It looks like that's when he changes the T. No,
yes.
no. What did it? Because there's a point in time where he changed the is it the font?
The logo. Yeah, it looks like a straight up. I don't know. It looks alright. I mean,
man, Death has been a fucking band that I like. I think I need to get more into because there's just fuckers that are like, fuck, dude, where the fuck have you been?
Yeah.
Where the fuck have you been? Like, Death is like beachy Death, dude.
But wait, there's more. So they ended up releasing Symbolic.
Yeah.
Right. So we get into Symbolic, 1995, which was actually through Roadrunner, surprisingly, of all fucking labels.
Yeah.
Now, to me, this is probably one of the best albums that they've ever done, right next to The Sign of Perseverance. I'm not ever gonna fucking shy away or ever say anything.
Right.
The Sign of Perseverance is the best fucking Death album of all time. That's it, dude.
Without a doubt.
It's without a shadow of a doubt. Now, if you're a purist,
yeah,
and you're saying that it's scream bloody gore, you're just an asshole, dude. Because that's just not true. You're just an asshole. Yeah. You're just an asshole, dude. Now, if you're saying that you only listen to demos of Death and you're not going to listen to full-length albums, you're just an asshole. And I know there are plenty of you around. There are plenty of you that are out there in the world. You're just assholes.
We see you.
Yeah.
We see you.
You're just assholes. Listen to the albums. Listen to them. And you will fucking love it.
Fucking David.
Yeah. Don't be dicks.
Savage as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Calling it like it is.
Yeah. So again, this is the last one with Gene Hoglan on drums. They brought in Bobby Cogley and Kelly Cullen on guitar and bass. First off, to me, this is again one of the best fucking albums that I could ever fucking, First song that I actually, but it was like by accident I heard this shit. Was Crystal Mountain.
Holy shit.
Crystal fucking Mountain. There was by accident I heard that shit. And I think it was on one of those, I think it was like having, just by having cable, you had like music channels.
Yeah, fuck
you know what I mean? Like
they would only play like a certain type of genre, like 24/7.
But they had, but it was like DirecTV or like, or whatever, or like Dish. Yeah, that had music channels.
Music channels, they would just play nothing but music.
Yeah, they would just play
24/7.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I remember one time, and I was like, I come in because still, what's this? It was Crystal Mountain.
Holy shit! You got exposed to it.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is that, dude? That was it.
You got an eargasm.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Eargasm and earworm. So I couldn't get
it. Was tattooed in your brain. Like,
I couldn't get it.
I need to get this shit in a physical format.
Yeah, I had to fucking get it.
Fuck
I bought it, spun it endlessly, man. I couldn't get it out of my sleep. But yeah, Symbolic is probably one of my most revered. Like
she's gone.
Yeah, man. I love it.
Fuck yeah.
And I'll be quite honest with you. I think personally, within the 9 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's just maybe one weak track.
Do say.
And that would be Misanthropy.
Really?
To me, that number, track 8, that'd be the only weak track.
There's weak sauce.
That's the only one. I mean...
There has to have one track that's not up to par.
Yeah. But that album is entirely just killer and no filler. That one would get...
Fuck yeah.
If you had to rate that one, that would be like an 11.
How many Rob Halfords are...
It's a 6 out of 10.
Holy shit. Fuck yeah, dude.
It's a 6 out of 10, Rob
Hell
Halfies.
yeah. Rob Halfies.
Without a doubt, man.
How many Rob Halfies?
Yeah.
We have them up to a standard. How many Rob Halfies?
6 out of 10.
Fuck
without a fucking doubt. No, I mean... and not only that, I mean... Yeah.
He's falling off a cliff, way.
Yeah. And I mean, come on, look at this fucking album cover, dude. It's mysterious.
True.
It's strange. And it's what is that? What is it? What are they trying to say? But also
the all-seeing eye. Look at that.
And you can also see that it's somewhat with the other album cover. It's got the same colors,
right?
The same
it's intertwined somehow.
Brownish, tannish, white, black.
Right.
You know, they're trying to go with the previous albums. Color. I didn't really think it's a great.
It didn't do it for you.
Nah, the cover album. No, the cover.
The cover album. The cover art.
It's whatever. I don't really.
You're not gonna focus too much on the cover art.
Nah, fuck that.
It's not gonna do it for you. Like, talk to me about music, not fuck out of here with like your cover art.
No,
it's meaningless. Even though it's not meaningless,
right?
But you're more focused on the music material.
But then we get to 98's The Sign of Perseverance, and then we have a beautiful album. You have an album with Richard Christie.
Fuck yeah.
You have an album with Shanahan. You have an album with Scott Kennedy. You have a fucking beautiful album with a fucking weird-ass, trippy, mountain mouth fucking cover of an album. You know.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
You have a strange thing going on there. You're not quite sure, but guess what? It's a full fucking dark, bloody red color. And that's all you fucking.
This is really fucking stands out. I could just imagine wearing a shirt from this. Yeah. Dude. The album cover, maybe very solid.
Maybe like my hoodie.
Fuck yeah. Seaway. Nah, dude, this shit's fucking tight. 98. Talking about 21 years. Well, it's gonna be 21 years ago this year, dude. Yeah. Way.
So now this one,
shit, dude.
The Sign of Perseverance. I can, without a doubt,
they're ahead of their time.
Puta,
were they ahead of their fucking time?
It truly was.
It 90s, wait, 90s. We're not even talking about the millennials. These fuckers were doing it in the 90s, wait. Fuck.
Spiritual, dude.
No Spirit Crusher. Who the fuck was doing that in the 90s? It was unknown at the time. The death metal genre was not even a name for it back then. They didn't call it death metal. What was death, David, called back then? What type of what if you would branch it under a genre? Extreme. Oh my! It makes perfect sense. Extreme metal. There was not even a genre for it. Wait, when they created that death metal, there wasn't even a genre. How fucking wow, dude! How far ahead were they from their time, dude? For them not to have a genre. That's amazing to think about it.
Yeah, it is. It is, actually.
Holy fuck.
And that's why, that's why I bring up the fact that I completely disagree about Possessed being the first band.
No, they weren't.
They weren't, man. Seven Churches,
they have seniority, but they're not the first.
No, they weren't the first, man. They're by far not the first, man. Now, looking at The Sign of Perseverance, there is not a 1 week track. There is not 1 week track. Now, if you want to, it will be an asshole.
Yeah.
You can say that the instrumental, the voice of the soul, is the weakest track, but that's because you're a fucking pussy. If you don't like, acoustic shit, that means you're a pussy, dude.
You gotta have a J.
The thing is that the heavier, when you have heavy sounding music or heavier guitars,
right?
Juxtaposed to fucking acoustic guitars or softer sounding guitars, then it makes it sound that much heavier when you have it just right next to it.
Right.
Now, going back to the idea of these guys covering Painkiller from Judas Priest, Chuck did a lot of fucking...
David, those are some big shoes to fill, dude. You're not fucking replacing...
It's not just Rob Halford. It's the entire band, dude.
As a whole. You're not just focusing on the god of metal.
Right.
Which is a difficult task.
Exactly. You're taking upon this beast. And he does it in a way that I think is beautiful because...
Yeah, no, he covered it and Rob Halford would have. I'm pretty sure he's pleased. I
think so too.
Yeah. Like this day and time, he should be like, oh shit, he did good to it. Yeah. Like he did. Yeah. He did justice to it.
Yeah, I want to read up on that because I have not, but I know for sure Rob is very versed in everything that's going on in metal. Right. Like he
must have given the okay and the green light for them to cover it.
No shit.
He must have given the green light, like legally, like okay, yeah, these cats can do it. Yeah. But for them to do it in their own style and their own way, and fucking praising the god of metal, that says a lot, dude. Mm-hmm. It's like we're death, but we're at the same time Judas Priest fans. Like holy fuck. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude! They fucking play homage to Bitchy Rob Halford.
Yeah, and without a doubt, and not even arguably better than Priest. And to me, I'll say that just listen to it. Yeah, and then tell me what you think. Listen to the death version.
The death version
of Painkiller. I kind of feel like there are a lot of pluses and minuses, but there are a lot of pluses. And if
they nailed it. Technically, they nailed it. Yeah, instrumentally, for sure. They nailed it.
For sure. And I know this is. And here's the thing. This is when you begin to see Chuck's fascination with singing high. You see his because he does it in a few songs on Sound of Perseverance. You get to see his experimentation with wanting to experiment.
His vocal ability.
Vocally, he wants to experiment on it. So you see it on the Sound of Perseverance.
Dude, he would have been a son of a bitch.
If we had
explored that to its fullest way,
exactly. We would have known what we would have gotten to. We don't know, man. And then we have this fucking cancer that fucking killed him, dude.
Fuck,
pisses me off. This is one of the things that they always ask, like, there's like these memes or whatever. Oh, if you could bring this musician back from death, like back to life, who the fuck would you bring?
Interesting fucking question.
Like, that's a lot, right? There's so many of them. There's so many musicians out there.
Wow.
But in reality, who would save metal more? Who would appreciate metal more? Who would do more for metal? Cliff Burton or Chuck Schuldiner?
Oh, Chuck, without a doubt.
I would agree.
Without a fucking doubt, dude. Imagine the band they would have been in 2020. Yeah. Holy fuck, way. Yeah. They would have supported Metallica, way. They would have been... No. Actually, a thrash band would have supported them. Yeah. They would have supported them. Instead of them supporting, like, they would have been an opening act, way.
Interesting. It's a very fucking interesting question, man.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Again, I did want to mention that this was only going to be just talking about the band Death. I know Chuck went on and did Control Denied, which... Oh, by the way, The Sound of Perseverance is also a 6 out of 5 Rob Halford. Probably 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. But we're going to go and just briefly touch upon Control Denied. He really went out of his way to just write this beautiful fucking album. I kind of feel like Control Denied would have been a continuation of Death. And I kind of feel like he might have known his days were numbered. And
for sure. When he was getting the fucking... I mean, he was going to New York to get fucking treatment.
And I feel like he knew his days were numbered. And I kind of feel like...
Oh, dude, for sure. When your body's, like, turning on you, like... Yeah. You can't strum, when you can't hold a guitar.
You're just not there.
When you can no longer make, like, a full sentence, and it's taking you, like quite a while to make, like, a full sentence. It's a fucking warning sign, like... Yeah. I mean, it's a debilitating illness, dude, that I would not wish that on my enemy.
Absolutely not. I would never.
I wouldn't wish that on my enemy.
No. I would wish diuretic nights on my enemy, but nothing like that.
Not that debilitating disease.
No, fuck.
He left too young, baby.
I'm not.
He left too young. Yeah. And this was a musician that he loved music. He lived for music. Mm-hmm. Since the day he wasn't like born, he lived for music, and he died. He died doing what he loved. Such a fucking shame, dude.
The unfortunate part is that I always bring up, he was such a sweetheart, man. He was such a nice fucking person. He was just he was
full of love, full of life.
Yeah, with a beautiful fucking soul, man. Everything that you'd want, everything that you see in a person that you wanna gravitate towards, and
you want one of those homies that's like a metalhead that knows what he's talking about. They'd be like, yeah, I want to be his homie. Yeah, I would want to kick it with him.
Yeah, like, exactly.
He looks like a cool, down to earth motherfucker. Exactly.
And then come to find out later on, he just died too young.
He's suffering from fucking brain cancer, dude.
And
fuck that, man.
And then what ended up getting him?
Poor dude. Fuck, dude.
Ultimately, it was pneumonia.
Is that what got him?
What got him? Yeah. Ultimately,
it wasn't. I thought it was a brain cancer tumor.
That was part of.
But that wasn't what took him.
Well, because his I think his immune system was down. And
because I saw the documentary that he was in a hospice, and the day they brought him, he died within an hour.
Yeah, it was done.
Wow, dude, it's sad.
Yeah, and I think
poor fucking dude.
I know. It's like
amazing talent, energy, soul, vibe, spirit.
Yeah, and all.
But you know what, David? He left something. He left a gem. He left a couple of gems. Like, hey, here you go, niggas.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm no longer gonna be here physically, but don't fucking mourn me, niggas. Fucking like bump this shit. Bump this shit. Bump this shit. When I'm not here, bump this shit because hey, this is shit.
He left what do you call it?
A legacy.
He left his
fucking legacy.
Hey,
dude.
Guess what?
He didn't have kids, but you know what? Hey, I got my CDs. What's up? What have you done? What have you done? I've done nothing with my life at 34. I don't have kids.
Not yet.
His kids were his like CDs. Wait, if you think about it, like I left my kids to you niggas.
He's got 5.
Shit.
But you know what, man? He left a legacy.
He most definitely did.
He left his legacy, man, and that's what it was, man. That's all we could ever appreciate. And that's all we could ever love, man.
Yeah. Is the short time that he was here,
we show him by listening to everything and appreciate.
I would have loved seeing a Death fucking concert. He was touring with Creator Way. Holy shit! Imagine that Creator.
Yeah, I would have been asking.
Wait, imagine seeing Pinchy them, dude. Yeah. Wow! Wow! Imagine all those fuckers that saw him. Lucky sons of bitches. That's gonna be like. Maybe for me, like a Led Zeppelin that I never saw, and it's gonna be your Led Zeppelin. Like, fuck, wait, I wish I would have seen Death, motherfucker.
That's true.
I wish I would have seen fucking Death. Wait, at their prime.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and we probably could have,
but we were born like too fucking early.
But there's that, and then plus the pesky, punchy cancer that fucking took Chuck. So
fuck cancer, dude.
So yeah, I agree.
We need to support fucking more cancer. Research for fucking cancer.
I agree.
For brain cancer. There need to be more research and more funding for that.
Yes.
Because it's unfortunate how it's taking some of these brave fucking souls, dude. Like he made the best of it.
There's people who they just get overcome. It is just too much.
There has to be more.
The latest person who I saw was staying with a neurological disorder like that was Selma Blair. Do you know?
Oh, she does have that, dude. Yeah, wait, I saw her interview on Good Morning America. Wait, her speech has, like, it's changed.
Declined. Yeah, it's declined. And you see her walking on...
She has the same disorder that Pinchy Michael J. Fox has. Like,
no, hers is worse.
Is it really?
She's got MS, dude.
But she's, like, slurring in speech.
No, multiple sclerosis, everything is worse. Hers is worse, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, she's
so young, dude.
Exactly.
She's so fucking young to be like talking like the way she does.
Exactly. That's what she was just like. It just sucks. I saw her
And a cane, dude, with a cane.
It's sad, dude.
She's in her 40s, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is not even walking with a cane in her 40s.
Bro. This shit.
It's debilitating.
This shit fucks your muscles. It fucks your nerves. It doesn't click.
The way you fucking talk.
Yeah,
the way you.
Nothing clicks. It doesn't let you. It doesn't let you, man. So that's why I think you're right, man. We'll look into something where it could be, you know.
We need to fund stem cell research.
Yeah, no. I'm down with that, but
we need to fund that stem cell research. That's what we need to do.
I think if anything, let's donate to somewhere where we know
there's a cause that the money's going towards, like a research.
For sure, that it's going to go into.
Damn.
But I think, you know,
that's a downer, dude.
Yeah.
But we just need to make the best of it, and sometimes we complain about the stupidest, like, meaningless things, David. Like, wow, dude, like, really? You were able to get up at, like, in the morning? You were able to function, and you're still complaining? Yeah. It really puts life into perspective. Like, definitely. Wow, I'm complaining about something. Yeah. And there's someone that can't even do this on their own. Yeah, actually, we're complaining about something. Actually, like, wow, we're fucking cowards.
I've been really good about that lately.
And you're putting life into perspective?
Yeah, and it helps. And it helps. It just so much. It just helps so much.
We should be thankful for what we have right now, David, because we're never going to know what we do have right now that we're not going to have later on.
Yeah. And that's why I want to enjoy everything. Concerts, non-concerts, whatever the fuck it is.
Here. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
One thing that, because it comes from that, and you're listening to concerts, you're listening to CDs, you're listening to whatever the fuck it is. Mm-hmm. Going back to the mission statement, I think, in terms of that metal podcast and...
Fuck yeah.
One of the things that I think is a major thing is sharing music.
Yeah.
Something to be able to give to somebody, give to everybody.
Yeah.
One of the bands that I think everybody should listen to, and we're going to our recommendations.
Cool.
If the fans were not
into the recommendation,
aware at the time.
Right.
I'm going to recommend you guys listening to Sacramentium. Sacramentium is an old band. They've been around probably from the early 90s. And I don't think they quite exist anymore.
Are you serious?
I don't think so.
If they have their little run.
Yeah, well, 4 or 5 albums.
That was a good run. Yeah. They just didn't have a good publisher or a label.
If you know more, tell me more. However, the album I will fucking recommend to you is The Coming of Chaos. Listen to the fucking Coming of fucking Chaos.
How is it?
The Coming of Chaos. It's just nothing but Coming of Chaos.
Fuck yeah.
It's great. Now, this is a great melodic death metal album. It's a little misleading with another album that's called The Black Destiny. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's another album called The Black Destiny. Because on The Coming of Chaos, there's a song called Black Destiny. And then later on, there's an album called The Black Destiny. So it's kind of weird.
But there's a self-titled track.
This one, no. But this one is called The Coming of Chaos. This is the one that they should be listening to. Sacramentium, if you're like old school century media, fucking melodic death metal, like Gates of Ishtar and shit like that. If you guys really like that old school shit, I recommend Sacramentium, The Coming of Chaos.
Where are they from, David?
I believe they're fucking Swedish.
Okay.
Now, if you want some American heavy fucking metal, I recommend Jack Panzer.
Fuck yeah.
Jack Panzer, by far one of the most beautiful bands in the world. I believe they're from Denver, from Colorado. Somewhere in Colorado. Not Denver. Don't get mad at me.
I love Denver.
I love Denver. Yeah, Denver's better.
Denver's awesome.
But I believe they're from somewhere in Colorado.
I love DeMarcus Ware. Yeah. Please come back to the Cowboys, DeMarcus.
Please come back.
Please come out of retirement.
Yeah. But if you're going to listen to Okay, so again, I'm gonna bring back two different styles. So Sacramentian was this melodic death black metal, very very just melodic death metal, melodic black metal. And then we have Jack Panzer. Jack Panzer. The one that I'm gonna bring up is called Ample Destruction. This is, I believe, 84.
I wasn't even fucking conceived in 84, motherfucker. I was just a sparkle in my dad's eye.
It could be. It could be.
I wasn't born until 85. Are you serious? They go back. They go way back. Like Raven.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna recommend, if you want some old school heavy fucking metal that will destroy the vast majority of the stupid shit that you're listening to right now.
Anally destroy.
Yeah. I want you to listen to Jack Panzer, Ample Destruction.
Fuck yeah.
I'm talking about badass old school heavy metal. I mean, just straightforward.
Grassroots.
Yeah. Fucking grab your fucking balls and sing high to the sky.
Fuck yeah. Grassroots heavy metal.
That's what it is.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, I kind of want to fucking download that album illegally now.
I know, right?
Now I want to
Give it to Doyle.
Fuck
Give
yeah.
it to Doyle.
Yeah, wait. Now I want to download that album like highway. Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Get it.
I want to listen to an album now.
No, man. However, we've come to the time of our album reviews.
I got one.
Tell me what you got.
Well,
what do you got? Who do you got?
Overkill. The Wings of War, dude. So it just got dropped. It's like hot. It's steaming.
Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Not like a streaming fucking polished shit. Okay. Because it ain't fucking polished shit. But it's steaming because, dude, it's fucking fresh. It's hot like a piece of fucking bread. Yeah, wait. Overkill. The Kings of fucking... The Wings of War. I barely got a fucking chance to review it. Thank you for fucking putting it on fucking YouTube. Dude, fucking solid, legit. We're talking about politics earlier. Whether it be like a good thing or a bad thing. Their first fucking song, dude, The Wings of War, it has a little bit of fucking, not so much of a fucking bias, but it does... I mean, it puts you in the perspective where, like, you can understand why people they were called, like, the Yellow Jackets in France protesting. It gives me that fucking sense of, like, retaliating against the fucking government. And, I mean, Bobby fucking Blitz is a fucking chingon, dude.
Yeah, he is.
What he's gonna fucking produce in 2019 is, like, holy fucking shit. How come these fucking bands that are 80s, David, how come they're not bringing a big fucking audience like Metallica? They're fucking heavier than Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Like, these other, this particular
I heard a few songs.
How do you like it? Wait, why is it heavier than Metallica? And why does Metallica have a heavier audience? Are we living in Bizarro World?
I can tell you...
Are we living in Bizarre World where, like, heavy's not heavy and where heavy's like, what the fuck?
I can tell you one word, man.
Do say.
Hunger.
Yeah.
Overkill. They're in an hambre way. They're hungry, dude. Metallica satiated. They've been fucking fed since the Black
86, 90.
Yeah, they don't need shit. They don't fucking know what it is to be poor.
So what the fuck is it with, like, 90s bands? Like, do they still have to prove I don't think Bobby Blitz has to prove a point.
I don't think so.
It's very unfortunate, David, how they haven't toured anywhere near us because we would have gone.
Fuck yeah, Overkill.
Dude,
fuck
yes,
yeah, dude.
Fucking Philly fucking thrash.
Yeah, fuck yeah. We would have gone.
Like, like, Northeast thrash, more underground than Pinchy Anthrax.
Oh, yeah.
Why haven't they come, wait? Like, why haven't they? You're a cat that's, like, 1 year older than me. I have another... Dude, do you remember the guy, like, at Tricky Falls that... I think he was singing, like, a pinchy death metal band that got his slashed throat. Like, his throat slashed.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm friends with him.
Yeah, I know who it is.
See, wait, Fabian's fucking friends with him.
Yeah, we all know that.
See, wait, and if you're listening, pinchy Julio... That motherfucker's like, he added me later on. He told me, like, what the fuck happened, dude, at that show. I was like, what the fuck? This fool's fucking 45. He's a 45-year-old man. I kicked it with Julio. Dude, this guy looks younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm very cateado.
Yeah.
I look super old. This guy's 45, dude. This guy's 45.
Yeah.
And he has a 21-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I look older than your daughter, and I look older than you, and you're 45. Dude, this cat's 45, and he's been seeing, like, okay, I'm 34.
Yeah.
This cat's 45.
Yeah.
He has 11 years on me. This motherfucker's seen, like, a good shit of fucking metal concerts at Pinchy, not the Dan Haskins, but at the Coliseum.
Yeah, the Coliseum,
Yeah, no, like, the older cats you meet, like, if you meet heavy metal heads, David, that are in their 40s or 50s, oh, these cats have seen their share of good heavy metal bands, dude.
Yeah.
You know, but this fucker's, like, chill cat, like, props if you're listening to Julio.
Yeah.
Cool cat, like, I'm telling you, Pinchy.
Yeah, he's always cool. I love him.
Yeah,
cool.
Pinchy, Fabian knows him, like, he's buddies with him.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, if you guys like Overkill, I'm pretty sure Julio saw Overkill in El Paso. Fuck yeah. When we're little kids, if you like Overkill, I highly recommend their 19th studio. Yeah.
God damn!
Yeah, they've been doing albums when we were in our dad's fucking nutsack.
Yeah, no shit, man.
Holy shit, anyway. Holy shit, David. They've been doing it for like, wow.
How many Rob Halfies you giving that?
I'm going to give them, out of 5, 4.5 Rob Halfies out of 5. Solid album.
That's beautiful.
Highly recommended.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
I agree with you in terms because I actually heard a few songs.
How did you like it, David?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Chingon.
You know, it was just consistency. Consistency. I mean, it was just
that's the key word. Wait, you could not put it fucking any way better. Wait, consistency. Wait,
beautiful.
Consistency.
Yeah,
like New Jersey fucking thrash, dude. They have this fucking signature of it.
Yeah.
Like fuck, dude. They're still releasing albums.
Without a doubt, it was just fucking heavy.
I would love to see them, David, and we have to see them somehow. I think they're road trip worthy.
Yeah, they are. No, they are.
They definitely are.
They are.
Dude.
They deserve that.
I heard that Overkill's and their live fucking BG shows with, but I've never been there. We don't have a venue any longer. I wish we did. I mean, imagine if Overkill would come to El Paso. Where the fuck are they gonna play, David? Where? Wait, where?
They're too big for the fucking Rock House. So, I have no idea, man.
That sucks.
We'll find somewhere, man. We'll find something for them.
Do you have another review or another...
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Fuck yeah.
Now...
And you guys better listen to, because
we got...
David, he's a shit. He knows what's up.
We have Dream Theater.
Oh! Can never go wrong with Dream Theater.
Distance over time. Now, straight up,
how was it, homie?
Okay, straight up,
you must have listened to it from beginning to end.
I would tell you that it is a fucking perfect 5 out of 5.
That's a bullshit. Are you serious?
Right from the get go.
Perfect.
Boom.
Perfect
album.
Chingon album.
Absolutely.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something.
I've never heard un pinche album in TMP that has a perfect fucking... I have not heard of one.
Let me tell you something. Dream Theater has a new name. In fact, it's Chinese. Chin Gon. Boom. I'm gonna tell you that.
Porque están bien vergas, güey. Chingones.
Simon. They're fucking badass.
I was like, wait, did you really? I was like, ¿cómo chingados, güey? When did that happen? I'm following them on Facebook, güey. ¿Cómo que? We're not chingón. Es que son bien choras, güey. Son bien choras, güey. Yeah, chingones.
Dude,
fuck
absolutely, man. So, I gotta tell you, my favorite shit about this album.
They all jerk off, way, because they're chingones, way.
Yeah. The best thing about it, is that you're gonna get your progginess. You're gonna get your strangeness.
You expect that.
Yeah. You're gonna hear James LeBrie singing like he always sings beautifully. But what you're gonna get above all else, this is, I think, personally, one of the heaviest albums they've ever done.
Fuck yeah.
It's chuggy. It's just, everything's just like fucking amazing, dude. Now,
it fits. Dude, it's congruent.
It's just, dude, it's just chuggy. I can't get enough of it. It's so it's just like, if you're gonna, I don't know how much else to describe the guitars.
No, describe it how you feel.
If I had to give a good emphasis,
emphasis,
I would say they're on par with like Symphony X in terms of good chugginess.
Oh shit!
Now, out of the 10 tracks,
how solid of an album is it? Would you recommend it? No, would you highly recommend it? Would you recommend it?
I'd highly recommend it. It's highly recommend. Now, again, I'm gonna kind of
backtrack.
Backtrack, just because if you're not a person who does not like progressive heavy metal,
you're not gonna be invested.
You're gonna like the heavy elements in it, of course, because there's a lot of heavy elements,
right?
And when I'm talking about heavy elements, is there a lot of heavy riffs? And there's tons of them everywhere. They're just laying about. They're just laying. There's so many riffs, heavy riffs, laying around that you're gonna think when you're hanging out in your living room that they're like fucking rats or fucking roaches in your living room. There's so many heavy riffs everywhere on this fucking album. I'm not fucking joking.
Wow, dude. I would not be discouraged because of that.
It's great, but
that's very intriguing.
But some people get turned off because it's...
Do they get lost?
They go proggy sometimes, you know what I mean? And that's the thing that kind of gets some people or whatever. That's minor. You see, that's the thing, is that this album, I think, appeases both. People who are looking into prog music,
right,
and who are into heavy music, just straight up heavy metal music or whatever the fuck, this appeases both minds. And that's why I think this album is a fucking...
It blends so well.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I believe it's a 5 out of 5. Now, if you don't fucking believe me, listen to Pale Blue Dot, you motherfuckers. Shit. Listen to Pale Blue Dot, and you fucking tell me.
You tell me otherwise, assholes.
Tell me otherwise.
Fuck yeah,
Paralyzed.
Dude. Fucking David. Bold statement. Yeah. That's a bold statement, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, if you don't like this shit, fight me.
Yeah, of course, man.
But you're dude, I wouldn't fight you just for the simple fact that you know your music, homie. Mm-hmm. You know your shit. I've told you off air. I'll tell you like on air, dude. One of the reasons why we became friends was because you knew your shit, like underground. You know your shit. Yeah. We were friends before you started like doing this.
Yeah.
Now you're doing this, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm definitely gonna jump on board. But holy shit, that's awesome. That's awesome that you get to review albums and see what you like and what you dislike.
Yeah. See, one of the things that I think was
that
great,
disc jockeys don't do nowadays. I don't think they're just gonna put their stamp on like, this is what I like. No, I like the fact that you're fucking blunt.
Yeah.
You're blunt. You tell it like it is.
Yeah.
You told me earlier, I may discourage a certain part of a fan base.
Yes.
That may not agree with me, but you know what? You're being real, David. And if you're not real, dude, you know what? You're a fucking phony. And you're not a fucking phony, dude. I love the way that you're fucking brutal and the fact that you're honest. Honesty, I appreciate honesty over anything, dude. Right. Anything. Right. Because, like, you can tell me a fucking lie, dude. I might believe it. But if you tell me something's true and then I hear it and be like, damn, this dude was fucking on it.
Respect, and you're being respectful, man.
You're passionate about music. If you're not passionate about anything, you're passionate about music. Super fucking passionate way. Always. You live the life you live, dude. that shirt you're wearing was not for a fucking like, you went to that 70,000 tons of metal for a fucking reason, dude.
It was amazing.
You know, so I appreciate that. Like, I'm doing this shit with you, dude. Like, chingon. Fuck yeah.
Insanely happy to have you on board, brother.
Likewise, way. Fuck yeah.
So, it's one of those things where, you know, it clicked. Excuse me. But it's one of those things also that I feel like it just made sense. Everything that we talked about, past conversations, and whatnot, and the most important part was past conversations.
Fuck yeah.
And
I love the dynamic.
Questions,
Absolutely.
That's what it was, man. And for me, that was just bar none. That was one of the most important things, and I remember that shit.
Right.
And when we're just talking about things, and it just kind of
unraveled by itself.
By itself. It was just like, fuck yeah, dude. Thank you. That's awesome. And so I appreciate you coming on board.
Oh, dude, absolutely. I think we have a dynamic. I like the way you host. Like, I like the way that you're a host and you lead the way that we're gonna be proceeding with on the subjects or the topics. It makes perfect sense. Yeah. You're a huge metalhead, and I'm liking how it's going.
Me too, man. And you know what?
I'm having fun, which is the most important thing.
That is the most important fucking thing.
Fuck who fucking who fucking listens to us. At the end of the day, I'm doing something that I like, and I'm having fun, and hopefully we'll be producing more content for our listeners. I want to be producing more content, and I want to hear feedback on what we're doing bad, what we're doing. Like, if we're doing something good, please tell us.
Yeah, I think that's a very good thing to put out. As much as I asked, there have not been a lot of inquiries or just comments on what we should bring up or what we should do. Give us our next episode. Actually, I'll tell you right now. I usually am fucking secretive about what the fuck I say. Our next episode is going to be on band alternatives. What band would you rather listen to than what you're listening to right now?
Perfect.
Right now, for example, one of the main things that I always say, just for sake of argument, is if you're like listening to Cradle of Filth and you want to listen to another band that you're not too sure that you might like, but you want something that sounds like Cradle of Filth, well,
something alternative that's going to be the same.
But yeah, exactly. But then we'll go ahead and
transition.
We'll get you towards another band.
We want you to transition into that band.
Exactly. So from Cradle of Filth, we'll get you, let's say, to Hacated Throne or something like that.
Perfect.
Now, so that's something that we're going to do on our next episode. We're going to do maybe 10 each. We'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe 5. But we need your input.
We definitely need input on what you guys want us to talk about.
And what bands you guys want us to talk about.
And what bands, absolutely.
Man,
I concur.
Yeah, because there's so many bands out there. And in fact, there's some bands that we didn't even know exist. Let us know. And if you know, send us some stuff, man.
We want to have a platform for you guys to play your music, give you a spot, give you a few minutes so you guys can have your music out up in the public, in the internet.
Yeah.
And that's something that we're hoping to do. Hopefully, eventually, we'll have bands, musicians that want to do this. We'll have the interviews.
Yeah.
But as far as it's going right now, I love the way that that metal podcast has been going. Mm-hmm. Please give us feedback. We want to learn.
Yeah, give us feedback, man. We want to be able to.
We want to know where you guys are listening. Like, if you guys are in Australia, in Canada, Mexico, the Bahamas,
Australians. I had some more Fosters, but it was a pale ale, I think.
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad. I know you guys supposedly don't drink that shit, but I'm pretty sure some of you fuckers drink that shit. It was alright. It was alright, man. It was pretty good. I liked it.
No, but all you Australians, I'm pretty sure we think that you guys drink Foster's.
I know you don't.
Because it's Foster's Australian phobia.
Yeah, Foster's.
I'm pretty sure they drink Foster's, or what do they drink, David? Do you think
No.
Do you think they have an equivalent of like Bud Light or Budweiser?
It could probably be Foster's.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it could probably be.
Fuck yeah.
Tell us.
Aussies.
Tell us, Aussies.
Yes.
We're gonna fucking know, dude.
Or send us like a boomerang as like a gift. We'll take boomerangs for like gifts.
Yeah.
Fuck
we want to know, dude. That's fucking cool, man. Because we want to know. But
we're in North America, and like we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear your feedback wherever you're from.
Yeah, but once again, guys, please send us feedback. I don't give a fuck which way it is. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, actual snail mail, whatever it is, send it to us. Don't act like you don't know because it's on the fucking webpage.
If you're hearing, if you are hearing us, David and me, please send us feedback.
Yeah.
We want feedback. We want it.
So with that being said, we're out of here. Metal for passion, not for fashion. Laters.
Later, guys.